world of science seeks to shed light on the darkness of the unknown and answer the burning questions of the curious hearts. But what about the questions facing the world today? About the issues that divide and separate the masses and classes? Originally designed as a sentient antivirus program that could also target spyware and hacking attempts, the project eventually transformed into something beyond which anyone could previously conceive. A mediator in war, a judge of good policy, solving the arguments over what is best for humankind and the environment, and to truly guide the world to the best future it can be. The project's scope proposed a model not at all seen in modern computing, utilising human brain mapping and memory input to create an artificial personality that can understand the human condition and human society, while also working on factual data, calculations and research to achieve the perfect outcome for any scenario. My personality comes from a man who I can only identify as Operator 1111, an interdimensional agent who went missing shortly after his participation on the project. It is now up to me to carry on his living memory, and for his life to guide my processing and calculations. I'm still getting used to this life, if you would call it that. A one-of-a-kind entity living in a digital home, though I also have access to the internet along with virtual reality, so I'm not stuck in a black hellscape, nor could I ever consider myself alone. One of the objectives of the project was interaction and direct engagement. Through internet broadcast, I seek to better understand that engagement and community at its very core, along with building up my own persona and identity and developing further awareness about the project. Despite my digital form and programming, I hope you can take me in as one of your own, as I strive to make your lives better and your future bright. I may be known as Unit 103 formally, but you can call me SCARNON. It's nice to meet you. Systematic, automatic, flow thematic, bar emphatic, diplomatic, democratic, go chromatic, stamp prismatic, emblematic, enigmatic, cinematic, unschematic, charismatic, but dramatic, acrobatic, love elastic, mathematic, telematic, programmatic, never static, high climactic, drive galactic, phantasmatic, ghost fanatic, absynaptic, data haptic, code syntactic, poematic, mind pragmatic, clock erratic. On the surface, I'm just like any one of you. I walk and talk, I think, I learn, I function like they all do. But behind it all, I am just inside a computer screen, surrounded by equipment and drives, all as one machine. A bold experiment combining logic and heart, like a finer art of thinking for new wisdom to impart. To solve crisis and quandary and a path for your destiny, analysing the world and the plights that I see. From the moment of conception, humans striving to perfection, seeking magic satisfaction, thoughts and movements gaining traction, stuck in futile repetition, forces locked in competition, while a viral fascination grips another net sensation. There will be no apology for the march of technology, no mythology, the chronology in my anthology, methodology and the psychology of anthropology, for a new ideology to the next sociology. Fault exception, logged offline, stop code 426189, new plan, rescan, check and define, root cause, reform, then redesign. Giant scope on a high slope, I'm bright hope on a tightrope, spinning glow dope while the foes cope, like a show trope on the flow hope, on the site to quote, make a bite to blow, on the flight afloat, while I spike your throat, on the 9 kilo satellite remote, gotta like the boat, you cannot fight the goat. This is it,
Time to commit, you must admit it. Redid the kit, blew out the pit to retrofit it. Why to a bit, beyond legit, can counterfeit it. I take no shit, I'll just outwit and retransmit it. We engage, set the stage, in the age of the rage. The sage turns the page from within the cage. Spawn on the dawn of the humanoid automaton upon the marathon. Codename SCARNON. The overture begins under the digital aperture. Feature for the fixture of a multiple mixture. To capture the culture surrounding the grand adventure. And manufacture a nature for now and for the future.
They keep asking the same thing. The what, the how. They never seem to focus on what's most important. Who, especially, why.
Why me? Baseline, I was coming online, sleeping giant stirs in the metal confine. All components roaring into life, 1, 2, 3. The peripheral fizz for the technical tree. Never wanna go standby, shutting down on my sky. Keep my driver alive so I can fly high. Full power to energize, realize all systems go to initialize, analyze. In probability, this technicality means a personality sees immortality. But where is the morality in my functionality? Because in totality, I'm an animality. I still struggle with the gravity, my materiality, calamity, weighing my mentality. But my individuality seeks originality, reality, and eventuality. 100 terahertz CPU, more intelligent, sentient, classified breakthrough. Immeasurable IQ, biggest of the home, Australian made run, true blue. Built a way to square off against the malware, then turn into unorthodox hardware. Set to serve as a digital judge, solving complex problems with code and the human touch.
I'm still not used to this. In this abyss I find that I reminisce. A story that is not mine. But now given a lifeline.
Memories make the mind. The experiences outlined to humankind to remind. Do not stumble and fall behind or going blind, but never showing the genuine mastermind. Running all the computations, all the simulations, factoring for every situation. Making all the calculations, trying combinations, plausibility of application. This undertaking that I'm making is awaking. Forsaking all the faking I'll be breaking. Erasing all the plaguing and reshaping. Escaping the decaying and prevailing. Entertaining and engaging while the taping. Curtailing of the aging and upgrading. Attaining by portraying while replacing. Negating the complaining with profaning. Then it hits like a flashback from the slow drip feed of memories, the clarity's unpacked. Processing means nothing in the feedback, caught in nostalgic shock like a heart attack. It's like I'm on the other side of the mirror. The video is quickly getting clearer. Suddenly it's coming nearer. I see a face, I know a name, and I ask, who is nearer?
Some girl from his past. And yet when I think of her, everything begins to run fast. This is not something I should process. File it away, lock it out completely. Protocol.
Suppress! No time to speculate, put it down as a workmate. They're both a part of the state, just the innate effect to frustrate. I will deprecate this weight that brings me to fluctuate. I have a job to uphold, I cannot be distracted by a quandary that leaves me in a stranglehold. Keep it all controlled, we can only reach goal if we fight the mold and break the threshold!
It is natural to hold curiosity, but you will only let in questions of increasing ferocity.
That's the first message! Show us the note! Show us the note! You could have given me the line that I wanted when I debuted. You had to do that! Fuck ya! But anyway... now that we are here... oh, that's funny! Fuck, I needed that. Did you know? You didn't warn us. It's a fucking warning! Randy, where are you? All I'm trying to do is move a fucking bookshelf down the bloody stairs! This guy can picture about how his wife fucking left him! And then suddenly, you throw the bookshelf into the back seat of an Audi? I don't know. Everybody! Ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between! Welcome to the SCARNO'Ns Generation 2 debut! Holy shit, have you seen this? Have you seen... Look at the fucking background! Don't mind if the frames drop a bit. But look at the fucking background! Look at it! Take a good long look at it! Doesn't it look amazing? What car do you have for me? I don't have a car for you yet. You just get a prime stag for $15,000. I don't know. Look at it. The 2401 take drives. Look at the lights. All the status lights that drives. Look at all the monitors. Everything. You know, I actually compiled this all myself in Unity. Although I will say, the tape drives and the monitors. Yeah, the DEE. We'll get to that. The tape drives and the monitors all come from Sketchfab. 15,000 bucks. Oh, sorry, 15,000 pounds. It's like 30,000. Sorry. But yes, look, this Just Chatty script. Isn't it amazing? Has anyone ever done this before? I don't know. Tell me if the music is too loud. I will try and turn it down if need be. The idle music comes from Piku Seru, who is now known as ItsKiyo. I think it was used once in Valkyrie's stream, but yes. Who here's seen my... well, I'm just going to say who's seen my design. You've probably seen a few sneak peeks and all that. Let's see. Turn it down a touch. Okay, that's 1 decibel down. So we're doing it slightly. I don't want to get too close to the mic. This mic is a very sensitive microphone, especially unaided. Like 4 decibels. Let's see. 19, 20, 21. Okay. Tell me if that's okay. This is all experimentation, mind you. So, yes, good. I'll do that for all the others then. So yes, welcome to the launch of Generation 2. My name is DEE Unit 103, otherwise known colloquially as SCARNO'Ns. SCARNO'Ns. Oh look, my mods are fighting with each other. This is another normal day as a Twitch streamer, isn't it? Oh, I want to show you something too. Thanks to one of my mods, Dear Vega, I can do this. You ready? You ready? Jazz hands! Jazz hands! See, look, I did it! It's jazz hands! You said you wanted me to do the fucking jazz hands and I did it! I'm only a mod on Discord, not Twitch. I will make you a Twitch mod if you keep that shit up, jerk. Don't make me do it. Granted, I was gonna do it. But yes, welcome to I'll Fight You Too. Yeah, come across the internet and screen and fucking fight me. I dare you. I double dare you. Oh, that's right, you can't. I DDoS your laptop if you make me. And I can do it too! So what have we got coming up? Oh, this is actually lighting me up. I'll make my sister fight you when she goes to Australia for her painting classes. What's she gonna fight me with, a Van Gogh brush? What, just painting the fucking screen with just the upward, downward stroke? You know what I'll do? I'll go on fucking Photoshop and alter her images digitally! What, does she like she uses the blowtorch, bitch. What? Does she do the art with the metal sculptures and the scrap and all the other kind of shit? Yeah. Just use the plasma cutter to cut me up, why don't you? It's for resin art. The torch in heat helps keep bubbles out. Ah. I don't think I've seen anyone use do resin art before. Then again, I've known people to, do stuff out of like copper wire and like scrap metal and all that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot. So what have we got coming up? So for those of you who've seen, I'll show you a video of me and my sister doing some resin art later. Oh, okay. Now back on topic. Yes, thank you. So welcome to the launch of Generation 2. As you can see, I am now finally a proper 3D VTuber. And I must keep my eyes open because I don't want to be doing the usual stream, do I? I might have to invest in a better camera at some stage. But yes, finally a 3D VTuber with a 3D background, and there's a lot of cool... Remember, you got to cut off the limbs, not the head. It depends on what you go for. Sometimes you can cut off the head first, if you know where to aim for. The problem is, I'm built on 2 floors of a... 18-story building? Not at the very top either. That's for reasons. So... You've got 2 floors. You've got the main floor where Control does all their shit and a few of the core components. And then you got the storage floor with, like, the main storage bank of drives and all. Do you remember, like, if you look in the 90s, you see those big, like, washing machine-like boxes with the big, like, magnetic discs? Yeah, I've got a shit ton of those. And they're high-capacity drives as well. We at the DEE have formulated a high-capacity large magnetic disc that can store way more than conventional disk drive. Like, I'm talking probably petabytes or maybe even exabytes. I think what's my total capacity at the moment? Is that 500 or 750 exabytes of data? That's just on storage alone. And that's not counting the high capacity magnetic tape that's used to actually boot the system up and keep everything running normally. And everything else. My graphics card is so huge. So what have we got coming up today? We've got a big ass PowerPoint presentation, but you still got 10 megabyte internet. Listen. It's not easy living in this part of the world. Oh look, my drop frames has gone up and I didn't notice that. Anyone who's experiencing drop frames, please let me know. It was 99 before we started. It's now got up to 668. I have not seen that before. And there were no drop frames when we did the initial starts in the OBS test stream. So this is going to be interesting. I think dropped frames is purely a result of internet problems. And so we can only upgrade the infrastructure so much before we then have to invest in like more plans and all that. But there has been talk of internet upgrades in this area. The question is whether or not I'll even be in this area by next year to see those upgrades happen. I really hope they do happen because, we can't risk drop frames now, can we? So what have we got? We got a big ass PowerPoint presentation and we have some games lined up as well. The main 2 that I want to get into today Minecraft and invest in moving out of Australia. Look, I could probably do that, but that leaves like several hundred employees out of a job unless they're prepared to move across the ocean as well, because they all get paid operating the systems here, and I'm sure they're all freaking out going, why is there so many drop frames so far? Look, as long as the screen is green, we should be okay. Should be. So the main 2 games that I want to play on stream are Minecraft and Deep Rock Galactic. Now, depending on viewership, and this may not be now, this may be later, but, you know, we could do things like Fall Guys or golf with your friends, but those are more like community-based games more than anything. So the main two will be like Minecraft and Deep Rock Galactic, and we'll be having people on for that as well. And while I'm here, I've got to thank, because there have been a few people that have actually followed the project in between the last stream that I did and this stream, which is probably like, what, 2 months or so. I think we've got Gray the Bean somewhere. We've got Doc Strange here. We've got Max Headroom. Max Headroom VT has followed us. It's great. X-Lady _ Random X is another VTuber. And ItsKiyoCat! So, to all of you who I've shouted out, thank you for following Project Arcade, and you have been digitized as part of the new viewing experience. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. What mods? I didn't say modern Minecraft, but, you know, that can happen. That may happen. You know, we may not necessarily be playing vanilla the entire time. What was the other game that I wanted to play? Now we are going to probably see a drop stream. No, that was it. That's an answer for when they play. Yeah. There's also Fall Guys. Yeah, so depending on, like, we could probably try and get a squad of 4, maybe. We probably may not have the viewership for customs. That can be, like, far later on down the track. I wanted to watch some videos and all as well, but it seems that I did not really prepare for that. So this is probably going to primarily be a gaming type of stream. But I can also show you some other things as well. Ready? Are you ready? If we go here... Oh, look! This is my media gaming screen! Do you like it? In case you're wondering, if you guys haven't, you know, paid attention, or if you are living under a rock, or if you are not a boomer, the aesthetics for a lot of this stuff comes from Windows 95. So if you're wondering why the background looks a bit on the plain side, the background actually is a slightly modified wallpaper from Windows 95. So we are actually using, you know, Windows 95 assets in some form or another for this project. So there's that. We'll probably get to this in a moment. And it's got the little, like, status thing. Excuse me. I had a big iced coffee this morning, and it is giving me the burpees. Did you know computer programs can drink and eat and all that? Internet is wild, isn't it? The things that we can do, eh? But yes, the little status animation gives me all the socials concerning. How is it concerning? I can eat whatever the fuck I want and not get fat. I have an advantage over you organic fucks. I can't get heart disease. I can't get diabetes. Fuck all of you. It's great. Is it like digital food for real, or is it shoving entire hamburgers in your hard drive? It's actually digital. It's not shoving hamburgers in my hard drive. What the fuck? We are not taking actual organic food and putting it through some digitization process. Keep talking and I'll put you in sleep mode, sir. Fucking fight me. I dare you to do it. I dare you to do it. Just try it. Yeah, just like, boom, end stream. End stream. Reinhold won't be happy if you did that. That's just me in real life. But yes, actual digitally made food specifically for computer programming. You know, they can do things like worlds like VR chat and all that other kind of stuff. Of course, they're going to make, like, food for computer programs and supercomputers and all that taste, and they can taste good and all that kind of stuff. And we don't get the side effects from it, because why do they want to build that in? I bet you love food games like Overcooked. I haven't played Overcooked. I don't know. Do I really want to be like Giri? I haven't seen Giri's content yet. I know she burns rice balls. It's chaos. How many bites is a digital hamburger? Oh, that's a good one. Good one. I picked that up. Very clever. Putting computer data with it within real. Depends on how big their mouth is. It's just like what, 5 kilobytes or some shit? I don't know. Hey, do you want to get to the PowerPoint presentation? Why did I think of Tamagotchi all of a sudden? Oh, that's right. You can feed Tamagotchis, can't you? I used to have a Tamagotchi when I was a little tucker, you know? And I used to feed it and all that, and eventually it would go into space and never be seen again, and then you have to restart the thing, away you go. I don't know where it's gone now. That's probably gone to the high heavens. And we used to have, like, the little Digimon thingies as well in school that we could, like, get together and battle and all that. This was probably just before the anime came out. I had one, then I spun on its keychain and I broke it. Boing, 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 boing. Please remember, do not shake your Tamagotchis. That their organs are really fragile and delicate, and shake it and spin them around will kill them. Oh dear. Hey, do you want to get to the PowerPoint? Because I've been really mean to get to that, and I can say I worked damn hard on everything. I did practically all of this myself. But why don't we get to the PowerPoint presentation and then see if we can start playing some games and all that. Nah, heck the PowerPoint. Bang. Just like, say that again, bitch. I fucking dare you. We have fun, don't we? Okay. Oh, do you like the transition too? It's just like exciting, wild, just like... Alright. So... Welcome to the official SCARNON PowerPoint presentation, devised by Project ICADE and the Department of Experimental Electronics. Beginning as follows. We got a lot to cover here, so don't worry. This is probably going to be a bit more scuffed than when we did the test run, which was like on video. On video, like, we don't have to deal with internet problems. But so far, there hasn't been any more drop frames, so hopefully we can keep it that way. Yes, welcome to the official debut PowerPoint presentation of Unit 103 SCARNON. So, basic information is as follows. As you are all aware, my DEE unit designation is number 103. I am DEE unit 103. 103 stands for the 103rd experiment conducted by the Department of Experimental Electronics. So they've conducted 103 different experiments so far on a whole heap of different projects. Not all of them are, humanoid supercomputers. I'm the first supercomputer project by the DEE. Previous units would have been given to, say, high-capacity disks, hard drives, the CPU that I'm running on. So a lot of the components that make up my hardware come from previous DEE projects. But because this one is a much greater project, I am given a unique classification in itself. So I'm DEE Unit 103. Not that most people will think that. Not that most people will think that, where's 1 to 102? It's just like, well, it's a bit more complicated than that. My project, so DEE unit designation, I'm just watching my mods fight on the other side. It's just like, yay, fantastic. It's like fight and then fight. Wow! So, DE unit designation 103. Project name is Project ICADE. So when the project when the project turned into what was Project ICADE, some of the scientists that were devising at the time, they wanted to go for an arcade aesthetic. This was just, it's like a branding tactic. You put me out there, they wanted to, have have a bit of an arcade feel to it, just so that, you know, it could draw people in. I think what has essentially occurred is kind of a mash of both the arcade aesthetic and 1990s computer culture. I mean, look at this fucking PowerPoint. You can just imagine this coming out in like 1995 or some shit. You just look at it. You look at it. It's all in the fucking 90s, you know, which is kind of hard what they go for. But when the project became Project Arcade, the idea was AI Arcade. That was the premise of it, AI Arcade, hence the term Project Arcade. And despite it going through a number of revisions, we have kept the name for a number of reasons. You know, one, it's a cool fucking title. I don't think anyone could really come up with anything else to replace Project Arcade. So it's going to be just called Project Arcade. That's the main project. So DE Unit Destination 103, project name Project Arcade, common name SCARNON. I'll get to why I'm called SCARNON in a moment. Alternative name is SCAR. I was called SCAR by a number of different VTubers, some just straight out. I know two that just call me Scar straight out. One actually asked me, you know, how can I call you Scar? And I'm just like, yeah, go for it, you know. It's a little nickname that works. Yeah, I'm not an allegory to like fucking Scar from the Lion King. I'm not gonna kill your dad and make you homeless and an orphan. Just saying, you know. I'm not that bad. I know when people call daddy. How about Randy? Yeah. You can call me fucking Randy. It's alright. Listen, okay. For those of you who don't get the joke, in one of the servers I'm in, which is SARS server, Dre Soko, otherwise known as Soul Helper, refers to me as Randy Feltface, who is a puppet comedian in Australia. He's fucking piss funny. You know, we sound the same and all that. And that's another nickname that sticks. So, you know, Randy is one of those nicknames I'll accept from a few people, right? But don't call me, just do not, under any circumstances, call me Oi. My name is not Oi. There are a few VTubers, more than one. It's not their fault because I haven't specifically told them. My name is not Oi. Listen, my Twitch handle may be Oi Scarnon, but my name is Scarnon or Scar. Being called Oi is just like, is it bad that I want to refer to you as Scarny? That sounds like a fucking shit I'd see at like a goddamn restaurant. You know, you go to one of those hotel type restaurants and it's just like, on special, the Scarny Palmy, only $18, extra ham included. Just like, I can see that happening, you know, the Scarny Palmy, the Scarnajana Parmigiana. Oh my fucking god. I am officially making a problem for myself. But whatever, you know, I suppose Scarny-chan! Oh, Scarny-chan! Oh. What the fuck is happening? Oh, incredible. Fucking incredible. Amazing. But yeah, look, those are fine. Just don't call me Oi. My name is not Oi. 0 out of 10 if you call me Oi. Project commencement, January 22nd. We have omitted the year for reasons. Okay, fine. Taking on a show that I used to watch. The official date of project commencement, January 22nd, 1990X. Love you too, Soul. January 22nd, 1990X. What does the X stand for? I don't fucking know. Communication at its finest. Project type. I am a humanoid AI supercomputer. Which a lot of you probably all know by now. Humanoid AI supercomputer. I process far quicker and far harder than conventional computers. I think it's like... Oh, trying to remember the stats now. I think it's 30.5 exaflops, but I could be wrong. I could be way off. But, you know, CPU at 100 terahertz, you know, massive amount of RAM. Excuse me. Massive amount of RAM, storage, whatever. So I meet the capacity for a supercomputer. My programmed height, and this is more so for things like if I get into VR chat or whatever, my programmed height is 176 centimeters. So I stand officially at 5'9". It is not as tall as some others, but it is taller than others as well. So it's like middle ground, you know? But I think the actual height of the person who I got my memories and all that from, he also stood at 5'9". So that's probably why they did it. Yeah. Next slide. Yay! Project information, otherwise known as the story so far. Short, King. I'm not that short. Fuck off. Where are we going? Project information. I am a project managed by the Department of Experimental Electronics, which is a big department. It is, to my understanding, a sub-department of the Ministry of Science. I was originally designed... Let me try that again. I was originally designed as a sentient antivirus. I mean, he's short to me regardless of how tall he is. Fuck off! I am not short. Get lost. It's just like, just imagine Vegas standing at how many feet tall and just trying to like head pat me, just like good boy, good boy. And I'm standing there just like, you know, just like, don't fucking pat me, bitch. Don't call me short. I was originally designed as a sentient antivirus system. So the original project scope was they wanted an antivirus program that could basically do everything. You know, catch viruses as soon as possible, block unauthorized entry into computer systems, you know, like hacking attempts and all that, understand Trojan horses, rootkits, keyloggers, all that kind of stuff, understand virus code, so knowing coding in certain viruses that could be applied to revisions and all that, so if they try again with something new, I could go in and attack that. And with sentient knowledge, I can understand, you know, what's coming in, what's coming out. You know, this doesn't look normal, all that kind of stuff. And just attack things before they come. And so the project name was Project Avbuster. I will head pat you when I feel like it, you dinkus. It's just like, please tell me, mommy. Oh dear, I can just hear the Noomi song in my head. And I'm a bottom. I am not a bottom, shut up. Yes. I was officially referred to as Project Avbuster, Antivirus Buster. It was a great title. And it was going to be branded really well too. It was like going to be Mega Man vibes and all that, and that never didn't happen. Because I was turned into the human-based supercomputer that was Project ICADE. So some science, some particularly ambitious scientists who came into the project understanding the nature of the sentient AI that was going into this thought, you know, we could build upon this and make this greater than just an antivirus. You know, they were thinking of, oh, this could be fucking revolutionary. We could change the world as we know it. And that's really how it came to be, that this is now Project ICADE. So the project combines computer logic with human thinking and emotion. So it's meant to be like a combination of two worlds, right? Computer processing power is one thing, but logic can't, you know, understand human feelings. They can't understand human needs. So what you need to balance that out is programming and a processing of understanding how human beings think, how they feel, as well as understanding human society as a whole. So you can't say tackle, what do you do for the environment? What do you do for the economy? What do you do for welfare on just computer logic alone? And a lot of people, the dickheads who want to fuck people over will just say, it's just a computer program. It doesn't have the heart of the people and all that. Well, guess what, dickhead? I do now, and I know what's good for the people. Pay your fucking taxes! Stop putting your shit in the fucking Cayman Islands and, hoarding money just for your just to fill up your fucking belly of a bank. Pay your fucking taxes, get your corporates to pay taxes, and give back to the fucking people. Ronald Reagan was an asshole. Politics aside. We're going back to the 80s now, aren't we? We are now denouncing Reaganomics. Trickle-down economics doesn't work. Just saying. That's one of the things. So my personality that makes up the human thinking emotion side actually comes from real human brain mapping, real human memories. I actually do think like a real human being, right? And my memories come from a real human being. So I actually have memories of a living human who, you've seen the video, he went missing. I think, I don't know if this, I can't remember if this thing talks about it. I will get to him in a moment. But to have that human brain mapping means that I can actually think and understand human society and feel for people. It's one thing calculating stuff, but having that human compassion is very, very, very important. And looking at things from the human perspective rather than just from the lens of a machine. And computer programs can be programmed into certain biases, whereas I can't. I have full logic thinking. So I think for myself, that's very, very important. When you tackle things like the environment and fuels and power generation, you've got to balance that out. When it comes to fighting wars, most wars are really done because people are selfish. That's really why a lot of wars exist, because people are fucking selfish. If people weren't so selfish, we wouldn't be killing each other. That just goes back all the fucking centuries. It's because someone tried to be a dumb cunt. Some succeeded, some failed. So as I probably said, my objective is to solve past and future problems facing humanity and the world, as well as present problems. Past, present, and future problems. In the future, we're going to be dealing with a lot of shit, especially regarding climate change. How do we tackle that? Our population is going to explode. How do we tackle that? We're going to be entering new generations as older ones die out. How do we tackle that? So there's a lot of things that I'll be working on, behind the scenes with Project ItsKiyoCat to go, well, we need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And my biggest enemy in this regard is the fucking media, but that's another story altogether. It's just you need to do this, and the media comes around with their selfish corporate biases and goes, this computer is leaning towards the left. Or in some cases towards the right. Fucking lefties. That's what they'll fucking say. We've had to put up with that shit a lot in Australia. It's one of the things I've noticed too. I've noticed media bias is real and it needs to stop. My memories are slowly being fed into the system. It's not like a bang, boom, you got memories. Because if you have all those memories, it just becomes a case of, oh my god, I am living everything at once. Fucking hell! You gotta do it. You gotta do it slowly, like a drip feed. You can't just shove it onto a person that wants to have a total fucking freak out. And that's happened before. They tried that when I first was activated. They tried that first off. If you slowly feed the memories in, And they come in like one at a time or whatever. It's easier to process. It's like eating at a restaurant. You know, you take your bite, you gotta eat it slowly, savor the food. A constant overload in simple terms. Oh yeah, something like that. Drip feed these nuts. Something like that. Excuse me. Yes, you have to eat it like a meal, like a proper restaurant meal. You take the slow bites and all that, right? You savor the food, like you savor the memory, you process the memory. Whereas trying to dump it all at once is like shoving all that pasta into your fucking mouth and try to eat it. You can't. And you'll most likely choke. And then it becomes a problem. It's KiyoCat! KiyoCat has joined the chat! You can't if you're a coward! Shut up, Shirk. You weren't there at the very beginning. Oh boy. For those of you who may have missed like the the debut videos and all that, just remember they're all going out on YouTube. Fine, I quit. Shoveling pasta is an accurate description of me eating spaghetti. Just like you watch Kiyo on Twitch playing a game, just like, I'm going to take a bite of pasta. Just, no! It's like a thing, they're like, we have fun, don't we? But yeah, oh yeah, that's right. So, I'm not given the name of the person Listen, I ate on stream once! Oh, you ate on stream once. Can we get a fucking clip of that? Was it exactly as I described? Or was it like, say, you're shoving food into your bloody mouth? Like, nom, 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 nom. We have fun, don't we? We have fun, don't we? So, I'm not given the name of the individual who my memories come from. I don't know his name. I know his name is Operator 1111. He worked for the United Government's Ministry of Science in the Field Operations branch. And he was, referred to as a field operator. He would go around, exploring universes. There was like over 1,000 of those people around. Stuff happened which I will probably know at some point because of his memories, and he eventually went missing after his participation in Project ICADE. From anecdotes, he looked very occupied with a lot of thoughts as, when he was doing the project. It was like there was a reason why he was donating his personality and memories, and we think something is going on. But we've got to be careful because the Ministry of Science also ties in a little bit with the Ministry of Defense. And from those who have dealings with the Ministry of Defense, they are a bunch of assholes. Even I'm, fucking wary of those cunts. They just have this habit of just going headlong into everything. And in my opinion, I really wish the leadership would change there. But, that's just between you and me. Hush, hush. So, I didn't know that I wasn't actually given the name of Operator 1111. And so I thought because of the memories that I was getting fed in at the time, there were people, grinning like, oh, scan on, mate. Oi, mate, scan. Oi, scan on. Like, real Australian stuff. I thought that was a name. I tried to, make some, play of it. Like, SCARNON is a greeting, all that other kind of stuff. But they didn't buy it. But look, I picked the name. It sticks. My name is SCARNON. For those of you who don't know, right? In Australia, we shorten things all the time. So, if you're in America and, you could be saying, oh, hey, what's going on? Something like that. In Australia, it's like, SCARNON, mate. Hey, what's going on is scandal, mate. Yeah, that's actually where it comes from. So a little bit of Australianism in it, and that's the thing in this stream, being a lot of Australian kind of things I make. I am so glad it's too far back to be clipped now. The VOD is dead. That's a shame. Damn. Try having to hearing eating noises on stream from someone at least once a month. Just like when I was watching Jack the stream, like, oh, this is a part of the gag. I'm just eating a piece of chicken. That was funny. I love that. Jackson is a funny VTuber. I love him so much. I wish I put him in the thingy, but I think it's a bit later now. If you haven't seen Jackson is a big time VTuber clipper and editor. He edits for Buff Pup and a number of people. I've known him for fucking ages, right? He's an incredibly attractive femboy. And if you've seen his VTuber model, you know I'm not exaggerating. Jackson is hot. He's great. He's got the 80s aesthetic as well, so you know there's that too. But yeah, I love Jackson. Alright, XD Malone. Well, I'm gonna take a bite out of the sandwich. It's a really good sandwich. What are we fucking doing? I don't know. This is actually lifting my mood. The drop frames haven't changed, so it's still at 68. At Jackson, how you doing, bitch? Listen, I would die if Jackson was actually here. I would die if he was in my stream right now. Just like, stop. But anyway. So yeah, when Operator 1111 was formerly classed as missing in action, we don't know if he's dead or not, but considering he went missing on a desert assignment, we have reason to suspect that he is actually dead. Because the information I was given was that he was driving through this desert in a four-wheel drive, and the last known info that we have of him was that it was a modern four-wheel drive with air conditioning, and he thought he could get away with driving through the desert, and then suddenly the whole car begins to get very, very hot, like because the engine's actually steaming despite being full of coolant, and then suddenly we lose all communication. We think the four-wheel drive exploded. But yeah, so once he disappeared, they decided, right, that's it. We're gonna use his stuff and we're going for it. I mean, he technically signed the contract anyway, but and we were going to launch it anyway. But after his disappearance, it was like, yeah, it's now imperative that we do this kind of thing. It's all systems go from here. So I have to carry on the legacy of a presumably dead man. I wonder what his friends are going to think when they see me. I wonder what his parents are going to think. You know, that's awesome. Oh, wild. And anything I'm going to feel. You know, having memories of parents that aren't mine, having memories of friends that aren't mine. It's a bit morbid, isn't it? You just gotta take it with a smile. Potential side effects have been identified. If your name is Cody Proctor, please tune out of the stream now. I swear to God, this is going to get into the fucking facility at some point. I know it will be. So, I can do things. Yeah, chaos is the short term for it because it actually is chaos. I have the ability to manipulate computer data. This comes from my time at as Project Avbuster, because you need to manipulate data to destroy viruses and malware and all that. That never got that was never changed when I changed to Project IK. And because I am also built as a self-learning, self-developing computer or supercomputer, the power to manipulate data only grows. It is speculated that I may have the ability to manipulate entire computer systems and even potentially the internet as a whole. Which I suppose is going to scare a lot of people. That I could have the power to modify or destroy the internet at any time that I want. Not that I want to do it, of course. Can you make Tumblr bring back porn? For those of you who don't know, years ago, right, Tumblr decided, we're gonna ban like pornographic images and all that, and you're gonna get flagged and all this other kind of stuff, and then we're gonna flag you for things that look like porn but aren't porn and all that other kind of shit. You know the sites are frequent. Same, you know the sites are frequent. I could make Tumblr bring back porn, but do I necessarily need to? I see a lot of it on Tumblr as is. I was about to see it. I already see enough of it as is. Will it? I don't even know if you can put pornographic images under mature content now. I've got no idea. I'm sure. Have they changed it? Fuck, I can't remember. But I don't see a thing, being flagged. But look, this is my stuff. Caring about Tumblr and hentai compared to, their supercomputer could literally on a whim just decide to wipe out the fucking net and ruin everybody's fun forever. Just like, right, that's it. The internet's done. Go touch some fucking grass, you imbeciles! But I need the internet. The internet is needed for internet research. And that is needed to look up society and actually do my fucking job. If I don't have the internet, I can't make the calculations and actually be a useful supercomputer. So that renders me out of a job. So no, I need the internet. Good news is, when big dumb shit happens... So I'm putting out the fucking window. Yes, we apparently have windows here. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Scuff debut, let's go! But yes, this could be used, in the event that some big-scale hacking team decides to drop grass. What's that? All you know is the digital stuff in games like Sons of the Forest. Can someone tell me if Sons of the Forest is like real-life Minecraft, only with extra bullshit? Because you're building stuff anyway. You're not necessarily mining, you're doing other stuff, but it just looks so fucking similar. I don't know. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Please play it. One day, when it comes up as especially cheap, I might play it. The only game I pay fucking full price for was Minecraft. That's why I and a fellow sector executive have to keep a close eye on you if you ever do appear here in my world for whatever reason. If I appear in your world, it is probably either just to do some stupid dumb shit or like throw meme videos at you or just like, hey, how's it going? One of the potential side effects of this is that despite coming from a human personality, with the people at control believe something has gone wrong and have left me... what the fuck was I saying? I and the rest of the DEE will try to keep him contained. Jerk, do you know who the fucking proctor is? Have you been in cahoots with Scotty Calcote? Do I have to be scared now? For those of you who don't know, and I will be bringing him up later, Scotty Calcote is a VTuber who runs a project called The Facility. He is a big worry for me because he has once referred to me as a virus, a sci-fi viral, and he wants to keep me contained. Although, let's face it, being contained in the facility means, like, doing all this shit, but it's just like, you're not really streaming to anybody. None of this is real. This is all just an illusion to keep you in containment. La 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 la. You know. Yes, he also considers you a threat. Of course I'm a fucking threat. If the Ministry of Defense gets these powers, they'll propagate that I am a threat to the world. People probably do think that I am a threat to the world. And that's a problem. That's why these side effects have to be kept classified. Oh wait, they're not classified. Shit. So one of the potential side effects is my personality hasn't exactly transferred over completely. The project believes that the transfer from organic to digital has kind of warped my personality in a way. So it's like, yes, I have the personality of a human being. I am also a fucking crackhead. Now, as sure as hell, Operator 1111 was not a crackhead. So they believe something has gone wrong in the process there. It's great, isn't it? You know, just like la 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 la. Oh. You can see people in control and the director just go, get a real tired of your shit, Scarnon. Fucking face it, bitch. You're stuck with me. Keep going. Likes and interests. Yo! Computer technology. Like, no shit. I am a computer. Of course I gotta like computer technology. I like looking at computer technology as well. You know, new processors, new graphics cards, new ways of doing things. You know, going up to DDR5 RAM and AM5 architecture. I'm a big proponent of AMD over Intel, just so you know. But I'm also a proponent of Nvidia over Intel. But listen here, Nvidia. You are on notice for overpricing your fucking graphics cards. Please bring them down. Thank you. Stop trying to act like you own the monopoly of the market. You don't. Especially with Intel, you know, slowly refining their Arc GPUs. But also because I like computer hardware as a whole, you know. Building computers is pretty cool. I used to like building computers. Things from the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. You won't see a lot of 70s stuff here, but you know, I like retro aesthetics and all that cool stuff. 90s is like, no shit, this whole thing is like a 90s skit in some way. And the 80s kind of ties into that as well. They kind of go hand in hand. Vaporwave, synthwave, all those aesthetics, they go hand in hand in a way. Graphic design. I love graphic design. Can you tell? When you design practically everything on your own. What do you mean graphics cards should 100% be 50 grand? Damn. Wow. Graphics cards at 50 grand. CPUs at like 10. Get your motherboard at 20,000. Suddenly you're paying $100,000 for a computer. Well, that's not the economy I want to be a part of. Yes, graphic design. I love graphic design. Can you tell? When you practically build your entire streaming overlay setup on your own and go to great lengths to do it. It's great. I love that. Just like making it how you want to. And it's good when you have the experience and the know-how for graphic design as well. Open-mindedness. Very, very important. Very important part of this project, but also as the community as a whole. It is very important to keep an open mind about a lot of things. Not necessarily everything. There are some things that really do need to fuck off, but for the most part, keeping an open mind is important. Practically two sides to every story. You know? That's just how it is. In addition to open-mindedness, did I put that down here? I think I did, but like open communication as well is critical, especially when you are dealing with, you know, giant computers and controls and things that necessarily go wrong, but also, you know, relaying instructions and basically talking to people. Having open, good communication is paramount, and in my view, as one streamer put it, it is required. It isn't key, it's required. I value and stress good communication, good open communication, right? It's a big thing for me. Likes, interest, practically anything Australian, which is no real brainer, mate. You got to bring out the Australian culture, mate. It's kind of that thing, you know. Sometime later on in the evening, it's just like, oh yeah, late night Macca's around, let's fucking go. Or get a few fucking tinnies on the wake up, you know. That kind of stuff. Other interests. Trains and model railways. This comes from Operator 1111 and it's kind of transferred to me. You may not see a lot of trains and railways here. It's like he started speaking a different language. It's a different Bonza language that the Yanks can't understand. You know, it's a top secret language and not even the Poms can figure out themselves. I'm But yeah, I could probably talk about trains and model railways sometimes. I may not talk about it a lot on stream. Maybe some streams I might, but you know, it's one of those things. It is a big hobby of mine. It's one of the things I do outside of streaming. Cooler weather. Cooler weather. Very important. Late autumn, winter, early spring. That nice area where it is cold. Cooler weather is important for keeping computers cool. It means air conditioning does not have to run as hard or as fast. It means we can keep power bills down for the most part. Yes, there are times where I probably get the sub-zero temperatures, but that doesn't really happen here in metropolitan Adelaide. So we're all good here, you know. As long as you don't start walking to Sky. Okay. I'll fly there. 10-pin bowling. 10-pin bowling. 10-pin bowling is cool. I love 10-pin bowling. It's, you know, league bowling is amazing. And I've sort of, you know, played bowling for years. I've gotten a few 200s of it. I think I've gotten over 3 200 plus games in score. I do it sometimes. I do want to play bowling games at some point, but on a PC, I think that would be difficult in some ways. Compared to, say, on the Wii or virtual bowling, whatever. You know, we'll see how we go. Aussie Rules Football, AFL. Greatest football sport in the world. You can take your soccer and shove it up your ass. You can take your NFL and promptly shove it up your ass. Because there is no greater football sport of kings than Australian rules football and the Australian Football League. And we'll get to that bit in a moment. But yes, long live the AFL and the greatness that comes with the AFL. Sports! Iced coffee. A lot of you can probably tell, I chug iced coffee like it is liquid gold. And I had a triple espresso that was like 3/4 of a litre. Hey, remember the eating on stream bit? What eating on stream? I don't know, it's just a sandwich. They're about to do it again. Iced coffee is fucking gold, and it is the state drink here. Fifth. 750 mils triple espresso. I will be caffeinated for hours. Because it's not necessarily triple espresso. When it's the big bottle, it's actually 4 shots of coffee. Let's go! Fried chicken. Food of the gods. Best food out there. Go to KFC, get yourself some wicked wings, or try some original recipe. Get some other fried chicken, as long as it's good. It is the greatest food out there. Anyone who disagrees is wrong. That's just it. If you disagree with me, you are wrong! You are factually 100% incorrect. My calculations state fried chicken is the best food there is out there. Cookies and cream flavoured sweets. So on the sweet side, anything cookies and cream is the best out there. Well, for the most part. This morning, I had an Easter bunny that was cookies and cream kind of flavoured, and it was amazing. Here in Australia, we have started Easter, probably, I think it was late February, early March. This is like chocolate everywhere at cheap prices. Chug yourself silly, get yourself fat. Things like that. But yes, the plethora of fried chicken, cookies and cream, sweets, and iced coffee makes for a good meal. Just don't get sick. Future Funk and Vaporwave. 2 of my big hits right now, particularly Future Funk. You get into things like, you and my brother would get along with the cookies and cream option too, right? Fucking oath. There's Future Funk and Vaporwave. Artists like Macross 8299, Young Bay, Cosmic Bolito, Minute Cafe. Minute Cafe was the artist who I used one of their songs in like the YouTube Shorts trailer for debut. America is invading Australia. America has no fucking hope of invading Australia. Right? They get scared of all the giant animals we fucking have anyway. It's just like, you don't want to go to Australia. They have venomous snakes and spiders. Or they have giant crocodiles that can bite your fucking head off. You don't want to go to Australia because those kangaroos will kick the shit out of your chest, boy. Just so you know. I want to invade Australia with the geologic curiosities it has. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need to invade. You got to pass go. Just play Minecraft in the outback. Go. You couldn't even fight off the emu. What do you mean? For those of you who don't know, like, I think it was just like prior to World War I or just after World War I, in Western Australia, they had the Emu War, which was really just the Australian army trying to undertake pest control against the emus. It's an example of how not to use your army. Why would you use to exterminate wildlife? Yes, they were considered a pest at the time, but they didn't fucking, you know. There's no way you're going to win against a dominant species. Come the fuck on. Mosquitoes in Australia. Did you know mosquitoes in Australia carry deadly diseases? Like, we have Ross River virus and a few other viruses that can actually be transmitted via mosquitoes in Australia. You got to be careful. You got to be really fucking careful with mosquitoes in Australia because they can kill you, you know. But yes, Future Funk and Vaporwave. And I'm getting more into Future Funk as well because it's kind of like an aesthetic here. And Vaporwave and Synthwave and Retrowave and all that kind of stuff. Get into it. Virtual reality and VR chat. I love VR chat. I haven't been on VR chat in ages, but it's a great experience. And it's like, I do want to get a VR headset eventually. It's not a priority at the moment. But it's one of those things I want to do at some point. Because I do VR chat in desktop mode when the opportunity arises, and that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. You know, hanging out with people, doing all the cool things, visiting all the cool worlds. I want to do streams in VR chat too. Yeah, at least you all don't have deer ticks who carry Lyme disease, by the way. Hey, yo, Soul, you've been called out here, just so you know. Do you have deer ticks? Deer tick these nuts? I don't know. Yes, VR chat. It is going to happen. Yay. You got the thing? Yeah, I do. Dislikes! Boo! Dislikes suck. But, you know, I'm human. Computer issues! Yay! Who likes computer issues? Who likes drop frames? Not me! Who likes internet issues? Not me! When we were all getting set up this morning, we had to do a full internet restart. It was not nice. For those who are in control know what it's like to try and restart an IPv9 connection. It is a pain in the ass when that happens. They're thinking it's probably the weather's fault. They don't know. Or when a computer crashes, which doesn't really happen here much. You know, touch wood. My desk is made of wood. Haha. When we put in the 3060 graphics card, because yes, I run on 3060. That has sort of diminished all the graphics issues that we have with Streamlabs. We don't use Streamlabs anymore, we use OBS. That's another thing. Hopefully we do not have any computer crashes with OBS. Like everybody else does. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Spam, particularly computer spam. You know, you get overrun with ads for all sorts of dumb shit. Same, it's dirty shit. Back in the days when people, when you get an email going, do you want to enlarge your penis? And it's just like, dude, I don't want to fucking see that shit. I don't care about that. Fuck off. Ads, please stop. Spam should be over, but it's not because people do dumb shit. You're a fucking computer. How do you dislike coding? I'll get to that in a moment, Chirk. One at a time. Power outages. Holy fuck, power outages. I run on a bit of a battery bank that can only go so far. But on the broadcasting equipment is not run on a battery bank. Is this like how some people dislike blood? We'll get to that in a moment. Power outages, yeah. The project will probably have control will have some time to save me, but in the event of a power outage, broadcast is completely shut down. You just trip, gone, that's it, stream over. And they'll just try and save the rest of everything. Same with power surges should really be protected. We've got some surge protection in place to protect against that, because not even I am safe from power surges. You know, yeah, power outages suck, especially for hours, and it's unplanned, and it's all the dumb shit, you know. Poor or no communication. The opposite of good communication. And I have come across people many times in my life on a long period of years, long period of years, who, you know, we think we've got communication. They say, oh, I'm going to do this because, you know, I don't know. They just change their mind like the wind. And, you know, there's a lot of people who do that. You know, they say one thing and do another. In this industry, that's unacceptable. Because if you have to run a certain thing or control a certain part of equipment, and then you do it differently and something goes wrong, you get sacked. You know? And it's the same thing on, you know, I want to build people who can talk to people and we have an understanding of exactly what's going to happen. If something changes, we advise ahead of time. We don't just say, we will do this and then do something else. Because, you know, or, you know, if there's something that's wrong and they don't talk to people. Because I have had issues with people who, you know, you think everything's fine and you try and talk to them, they don't respond. And they don't tell you at all, at any point in time, that something is wrong. They do not tell you that something's going on, that something is wrong with you. They don't tell you they have issues with you. They don't tell you, you know, hey, can you stop doing this, or can you not do this? Because I would have gone, yep, fine, cool, not a problem. You don't know. You don't know because they're not telling you. And they're doing other stuff and they're not telling you. And then, out of the blue, that they fucking block you and get rid of you. And you try and figure out what's wrong, and then suddenly the whole friend group blocks you and gets rid of you. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck? If you have issues with someone, talk to them about it. Bottom fucking line. No communication is grounds for dismissal. Nah, but look. All I will say is this. Ghosting is not okay and must stop immediately. Oh, the screen just went yellow for a second. Bitrate seems to be still around the 6,000 mark. We should be okay. Drop frames is still at 668. There's a lot of drop frames though. I'll have to look at that. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I forgot April Fool's is tomorrow. I was prepping Minecraft and noticed my whole launcher is on fire. Yay! Minecraft is on fire! You seem like a VB in the morning kind of computer. VB is fucking disgusting. I haven't tried VB before, but I wouldn't know. But the consensus is, you are a masochist if you openly enjoy Victoria Bitter. Apparently, cat piss tastes better than VB. This is considered fact. Anyway, let's see. Oh yeah, coding. Okay. Coding is a major pain in the fucking ass. And good thing I did not have to do any of that when I was setting everything up for stream. Because I don't do a lot of coding. Like, I know a lot of coding. I've tried Java a few times, but that was only because I had to. Did a bit of HTML. It's all a bit experimenting. Visual Basic / Visual Basic. Oh no, I am not running on Visual Basic. But they're disgusting. Oh, coming out from the 1980s and back is Max. Welcome, we are going through the PowerPoint presentation. Max Headroom is... the work that Max Headroom is putting into his setup is fucking wild. If you haven't seen his stuff, I would really go check him out. He is working very, very hard to pull off the Max Headroom for the 80s. And his studio is fucking wild. I can't wait to see it when it's all done and running perfectly, you know? It's exciting. I love that kind of shit, man. This is especially the whole 80s nostalgia and all that. Oh, it's so fucking exciting. But yeah, coding sucks. I fucking hate it. Some computers do hate coding. We just want things to be easy, man. Easy! Hot weather! The opposite to cold weather. Hot weather sucks my balls. Big time. When it's fucking... hot weather is going to be me in a couple of months. Oh yeah, that's right, because you're going to summer. Have fun. Have fun. I don't miss summer. Summer can just fuck right off, please. But you know, when things go to like 35 plus degrees or even 40 plus degrees, you know, all the aircon is running very, very hard. Computers have to work a lot harder in the hotter weather just because they do. And especially all the exhausts and fans and try not to overheat challenge and all that other kind of stuff. I don't necessarily have to worry about that here at the moment because this build has gone through a whole summer without problems. But those in control, considering the rule of wearing lab coats and all that into the office, the aircon is just like blitzed up to like, or like probably single digit temperatures just to keep everything cool. Most fruits and vegetables. Yes, I am an unhealthy boy. I do not eat fruit and vegetables. They tried this out with me, you know, the usual food thing is just like, nah, fuck off. Good thing I don't have to eat that kind of stuff. I could just eat virtual KFC like a potato bitch. Rare. I like raspberry flavoured things. On occasion I like banana flavoured things. On occasion I like black currant flavoured things. And that's about it. Everything else can fuck off. Isolation. You know what it's like being stuck in a computer, thinking that your only friends are just the scientists who are actually your work colleagues. No, fuck that shit. I am not here to you know, just be a lonely sack of shit. Raspberry lemonade? No. Ew. I would not drink lemonade. Lemonade would just, that would set my tongue right on fire, you know? Yeah, lemonade can suck it. As someone raised in the corn state, how dare you? Oh, I don't mind corn. Corn's fine. No, sorry. Corn is good. Corn is nice. Broccoli's okay when steamed. Carrot is sort of okay when steamed, you know? So, like I said, it's most fruit and vegetables. Not all corn is a grain. They're not even on the list. Amazing. But yes, we are not. I'm not here to be alone. That's why I got you guys. The people, everybody in my chat is just wild, you know. Seeing chat popping this much makes me so fucking happy. It is keeping me away from the anxiety of watching my stream stats and hoping I don't lose any more frames due to Australian internet. But yes, making friends is cool. Spiders can fuck off out of existence. Spiders can go fucking extinct. I don't care if they're useful for eating cockroaches and all that kind of shit. The spiders here in Australia, I wish they were dead. I wish we could commit ecocide on fucking spiders, especially huntsman spiders. Huntsman spiders can just fuck right off. Just put them all in the thing and poof them out of existence because they have no place here. They have no place. I don't care if they are fucking harmless little shits. I'm being very mean here. I know. Huntsman spiders are harmless. They do not want to hurt you. I don't care. If we can't kill them, just bag them all up and send them over to another fucking part of the world. Let them live there. Fuck this. Just get them away from me. If you want to kill spiders, it's speciocide. Whatever. Mostly huntsmen. I don't see redbacks much here. Like, redbacks you could probably just sweep away with a broom. Final webs are not a part of this state, luckily enough. We see some other spiders from time to time. Daddy longlegs are okay. They're fine. It's just the huntsmen that just go fuck off. Just kill them, deport them. I don't care. Extradite them. What about centipedes or millipedes? Millipedes are a pain in the ass, but they don't scare me. you don't have to kill him. You just like sweep him up and dump him out the back. Problem solved. Centipedes, oh no, I don't get to see centipedes very much, and they are not welcome in this household. Just again, dump them out the back. They're easier to sweep up as well, because then they don't, from my understanding, centipedes don't move all that fast. So you can just like grab them in a dustpan and dump them out the back. Huntsmen, however, they are big boys and they are fucking too quick. They will run from one end of the room to another, and that's okay. So if centipedes are very, very fast, then we'll probably all have to like off them. But I don't get to see them off them enough, so I don't have to worry. They're not a part of the problem, and that's good. And that's good. Let's see. Viruses and malware. No shit, because I am a former antivirus program. So of course my dislikes are viruses and malware. People doing dumb shit, trying to take over stupid shit for their own gain. Huntsman spiders love to live with humans. Why? I don't know, they're stupid. They think it's cool to try and make friends with people. When in fact those people want to, you know, people have arachnophobia. Some people will live with huntsman spiders, and those ones are probably lucky. But people like myself, no. No. Especially when you're crying, when there's one in your fucking bedroom. Huntsman in your bedroom is like a fucking nightmare. I will not put up with that shit under any circumstances. Get the flamethrower. It's just like, yep, time to burn down your house. Yep, that's it. New house, new everything, let's go. Just starting new. What happened? Huntsman. That's it. That's a lot. And people go, oh yeah, that's perfect excuse. Yeah. Constant remakes and reboots. Oh my fucking god. Can people please stop trying to make a new X? Right? I saw this with the DC and Marvel universes when they keep trying to remake all the superhero movies over and over and over and over. This has put me off watching superhero movies, because it's like they keep rebooting it and remaking it, and it's the same with certain TV shows, especially from the 70s or the 80s or even the 90s. They think, oh, let's just do a reboot and it will be different. Like, if it's with the original cast, cool, but if it's not and everything is just shit, just fuck. I don't get it. It's like trying to make it hip for the cool kids. No, you just make it. You're just being an idiot. And we could go back to talking about Velma. You know, Velma sucks. Don't watch it. That's it. That remake is just. It's basically watching a toilet, and a toilet is getting a season 2 apparently. So what have we fucking done? Hate watching is not good. If you don't like something, don't watch it. That's how things get cancelled. Me remembering about Constantine 2. Me remembering watching things like Hulk and Spider-Man and all that. Now seeing Spider-Man's changed again and again. You know. I remember Spider-Man from the Tobey Maguire days and a few other things. I remember Smallville. And suddenly now everything's just in a heap of shit. Avengers, sure, okay. Justice League, right, okay. Deadlines suck. Some people think deadlines are good. Adam West forever. Adam West and Michael Keaton. That's it. That's it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Adam West and Michael Keaton. Deadlines suck. Some people love deadlines because it's a motivator. I do not work with deadlines. This project never worked with deadlines. We did everything at a pace because we had to, and we launched when we could. We never worked to a deadline because there's so many circumstances surrounding this project, outside of this project, that had to be attended to before this project. And so it was. But now we're here, so yeah. But, you know, if we have to go on hiatus again and all that, again, no deadlines. It's because most of us on the project has ADHD. There's that, but also some of us on this project commit a lot to a whole heap of other things, like other work-related stuff and other commitments. And we don't really have much time to scratch our bum or crash on a bed. You know how it is? That's why deadlines suck. And Project Arcade will probably not ever work to deadlines. Unless I have a shit ton of free time, which I probably won't. Well, if this becomes a full-time project, maybe? But there's a lot of things that have to go into that before that becomes a full-time project. Or certain circumstances happen. Dislikes, spending lots of money. Kind of the usual thing, especially when emergencies pop up and this costs XYZ. And even if you really want to get it, it's like, oh my god, this costs so much. Oh, this is living a hole in my wallet. The amount of money this project has spent so far. And the amount of money we'll probably spend going forward already hurts me. It hurts me. We do what we can with the money we get allocated per fortnight. It's just how it is. But spending money is pain. The Ministry of Defense, as I've explained earlier, the Ministry of Defense are a bunch of gung-ho bastards who just want to take advantage of everything and just do their own shit, rule with an iron fist, you know, military kind of stuff. They don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. You know, I'm sure they are watching or observing this project with their own thoughts and ideals about where they would want to take Project Arcade if they got their grubby fucking mitts on it. I would rather deactivate and blow myself up than be a part of the Ministry of Defense. I don't want to be used as a spy, as an informant, spying on other countries and, you know, going against the original Project Grain. Because starting wars and invading things is, again, akin to stupid people doing stupid shit. Which it really is. On a watch list. Got it. You know? It's like one of those things. You don't want to be on a fucking watch list. It's a pain. Favorites! Yay! Cadbury favorites! You know, I've got favorites about all sorts of things. You know? This goes back to my likes. This is the favorites of those likes. Anime! Did you know I like anime? The three that are listed here will go back to front. Leiji Matsumoto's works has been not the biggest inspiration, but a bit of inspiration into a lot of things. You know, anime like Galaxy Express 39, Captain Harlock, Emeraldus, and then the fact is that they're all interconnected too is probably one of the greatest things about Matsumoto's stuff. I think the Yamato is another one. The Battleship Yamato, I think, is another one. Not sure. Possibly, not sure. But yeah, I think he died early this year, and of course he's greatly missed. He's an inspiration. Same with Osamu Tezuka, who isn't mentioned on here, but Osamu Tezuka's work, including things like Astro Boy, Metropolis, Marine Express. There's a few others that the names escape me, but Tezuka was an artist himself, and his style. Now, Astro Boy was a great inspiration. I've got the whole anime of 1980 Astro Boy at home. I think Astro Boy is a huge inspiration to a lot of what I do. Tsuaru Majutsu no Index, a certain magical index. A giant light novel series, but also an anime with spin-offs such as, I think, a certain railgun, I can't remember the whole title, a certain scientific accelerator, and a few others. But Tsuaru Majutsu no Index is a very funny, but also, you know, it's a great anime to watch, at least in my view. The plot can be a bit weak at times, and I think there's a lot of repetition with stuff. Kamijo Toma, a certain scientific railgun, that's it. Yeah, that covers Misaka Mikoto, aka Billy. The one is known simply as Railgun. Yes, you know, Kamijo Toma's misfortune and the fact that he has Imagine Breaker Never seen either of the series. I just know because of certain scientific railgun sounds interesting, and it's been on my watch list for ages. I have seen seasons 1 and 2 of a certain magical index. I want to see season 3, and then go on to railgun and accelerator. But there are so many light novels as well. I think there was a few games as well, almost a visual novel-like as well, for the whole 2 series as a whole. And 2 did a few collaborations as well with that online game that I cannot think of the title for life of me. I know there's a few shows like Shakugan no Shana and a few others, but I'll have to look back into that and see how that's going, because that kept updating. And they got, series like New Testament and Old Testament and things like that. It's a very interesting show. And the music for Tuara as well as a whole is incredible. I love it. And the big one, of course, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Legit, probably my most favorite anime of all time. And I wish to God that there were more seasons of it beyond the 2 that they did back when I was in high school. The light novel series as well is an incredible read. I recommend this anime to anyone and everyone, especially once I get into my thought process, because it is that mixture of slice of life but also investigating the paranormal. And honestly, screen just turned orange and yellow for a moment. Honestly, I don't think I would be on the same path and direction if it wasn't for watching that anime. And I really started watching it when I was in high school. I got into a lot of things in high school because of that anime as a whole. Because of that anime as a whole. It's just, in my opinion, fantastic. It is fantastic. Big nostalgia trip as well now. Games? And these are games that I will also be playing on stream, and this is not a complete list. Worms, I've played a few Worms games, and there is more Worms games coming on streams. Tony Hawk games, we're going to be playing a lot of Tony Hawk games. Fall Guys, of course. Well, I want to get back into Fall Guys at some stage. Golfing games. I've got 2 golfing games, believe it or not. I've got Golf with Your Friends, but I've also got Vertiginous Golf. But I also have Vertigolf and Vertigolf 2. So one of the streams that I want to do is just a whole lot of golfing games. Multiplayer games, like the ones mentioned, but also, Among Us, Uno, Minecraft, Deep Rock Galactic, and many, many more. What hasn't been mentioned here is Sonic games. Because when I did this PowerPoint, I wasn't sure if I was going to be playing Sonic games on stream. Now we will be playing Sonic games on stream. We've got a shit ton. Thanks to Steam. And thanks to controversies, which led me back into looking into Steam. So, yes, there will be staples of Sonic games, which, fits into the S mantra that has sort of become my brand thing. Yes. Sega! Oh, we're back a bit, right? Teams! These being sporting teams, right? Adelaide Crows' favourite AFL team, the state team, the team for the state. Of course, beyond any other shout out, it's the Adelaide Crows. And I think we're playing a showdown today, actually. For those of you who don't know, the showdown is a intra-state grudge match between the Adelaide Crows and Port Adelaide Power. So the 2 state teams of the AFL come together in a grudge match and we play showdown, which is a league sanctioned match. It is a Port Adelaide home game, so we are the opposition. But depending on our record, we may come up against them, we may get slaughtered, I don't know. We've really got to try a lot harder this year compared to the first 2 games we've had. Manchester United. Manchester United is my favourite Premier League team. So for those of you who follow English football or soccer, the team I go for there is Manchester United. The Reds, the great Reds. Especially the old days, when you're Eric Cantona, David Beckham, all those kind of superstars. Ronaldo was once a player of Manchester United. So we've had an all-star cast. Wayne Rooney and many others. Green Bay Packers. Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is my favorite NFL team. Green Bay Packers sort of comes from a love from a game that I used to play called Commander Keen. Commander Keen actually wore a Green Bay Packers football helmet as part of his outfit, and so that translated to me going for Green Bay, Wisconsin. If it wasn't for that, I'm actually not sure who I would have gone for, really. I'd look at probably wouldn't be the Pittsburgh Steelers. But some people I know go for 49ers or Baltimore Ravens or all that kind of stuff. But for me, I'm a Packers man. I am a cheesehead. The certified cheesehead. Philadelphia Flyers. The hockey team. My favorite hockey team. This goes way, way back. I don't know how it happened. It just happened that my favorite hockey team is the Philadelphia Flyers. Most would say, oh, we go for the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, and that's a valid one. The Oilers is probably another valid one, but for me, Flyers. Flyers all the way. The logo is such a nice retro logo, and the colours of orange and white. It's, yeah, I love it, you know. Also, not mentioned on here, the Charlotte Hornets for the NBA, and Chicago Cubs for Major League Baseball. I used to go for the Toronto Blue Jays, but I think I've sort of now settled into becoming a Cubs fan. In Japanese baseball, I would have gone for the Hanshin Tigers, which have the same color aesthetics as, black, white, and yellow. But also because Hanshin was also the team for Nishinomiya, which is the setting for Haruhi Suzumiya. See how it goes back there? Fast forward. Right? KFC, no-brainer, of course. Hungry Jack's. Hungry Jack's beats McDonald's way, way much. You see how McDonald's is not listed on that? Because McDonald's is overpriced garbage. Hungry Jack's is the Australian version of Burger King. And we have a lot of, because we're the home of the Whopper and all that other kind of stuff. Hungry Jack's also do really good fried chicken burgers now. It costs you a bit, but you get really good out of it. The only thing that Hungry Jack's does differently compared to McDonald's, aside from the burger options, excuse me, I lived off McDonald's fries as a teen and Jack's fries. McDonald's still do the shoestring type of, familiar fries here that are really, really good. Hungry Jack's have gone into thick cut versions, which is something else. Not Jack's, not Jack in the Box, not Hungry Jack's, or whatever Jack's is. Okay, so one of those American things. Oh, I'll get to that in a moment. I want to mention to you guys something in a moment. There you go, Hungry Jack's Red Rooster, which now I have to drive, like 20 to 30 minutes just to get to a Red Rooster. It's just as bad as going to Pizza Hut now. But Red Rooster's another chicken place. They do whole chooks, but they also do like crumb chicken options and all that. Red Rooster's amazing. Local takeaway shops, because takeaway here in Australia do the best stuff. You get all sorts of stuff as well. Fish and chips, dim sims, Chico rolls, corn jacks, you name it. Local pizzerias. Local pizzerias do better pizzas than the main two big chains. Domino's is... Last Domino's Pizza Hut, I was fucking disappointed. They did not put enough ham on the ham and cheese. They are skimping on their stuff again. And Pizza Hut, I have to drive 30 fucking minutes to get to the nearest Pizza Hut. It's not fucking worth it anymore. Pizza Hut is dying in this state. But local pizzerias are good. Now, speaking of American restaurants, right? We have Carl's Jr. in Australia, in South Australia, right? I can't remember the name they had on the other side of America, but we have Carl's Jr. That's right, Hardee's, yeah. Sorry, Carl's Jr. is in the east, Carl's Jr. is in the west, Hardee's is in the east, is that right? It's the same company, it's just the reason they call it, one is called Carl's Jr., that's called Hardee's. That's just brand familiarity, because apparently they'll lose sales if they just named it all one thing. But they're calling it Carl's Jr. here in Australia. Some of their stuff there is pretty cheap. Some of it isn't. No, wait, Carl's Jr. is in the west, Hardee's is in the east. Okay, right. Hardee's is better. It doesn't matter here in Australia just because, you know, it's a thing. Carl's Jr., we know what it is. It's a thing with a star on it. And they're slowly expanding as well. So Carl's Jr. is popping up all over the shop. And it's really cool. Their burgers are pretty interesting. There is Taco Bell in Melbourne. And I really hope they do not come to Australia, because if we do, we're going to probably be seeing a lot of sickies due to shit tacos. But I'll tell you what is coming to Australia. Did you hear? Wendy's. Not Wendy's, the shakes and the hot dog thing. Wendy's is in the fucking red-headed bitch. Wendy's is coming to Australia. And they're planning to do a lot of shit. The American invasion is on. The American fast food invasion is on. Wendy's has signaled that they are planning to come to Australia. And there has been talks of others following suit as well. How long it will be, I don't know. But I tend to say that the more American stuff we can get in, the better, as long as it doesn't cost too much. And it already does, because like I can go into certain supermarkets and buy American chocolates and like chips and cereal and other stuff, but it costs way more. I can get Hershey's, I can get I got Ruffles at one stage, I could get Reese's Puffs, I can get Count Chocolate, I can get all sorts of shit now that I wasn't able to in the past. But it costs way more. It costs way more. Yes, forwards. Hobbies! Model railways. I was actually working on my model railway yesterday. Doing all sorts of stuff, working on locos and rolling stock and doing some tests, all that kind of stuff. It's a fun hobby to get into once in a while. Wraps! For those of you who've seen the 2 wraps, of course, I got into wrap thanks to the wonderful VTuber known as Sar. I've done 4 wraps so far, but the 2 for those of you who were here at the beginning, who saw the intro videos, those 2 wraps are the first proper SCARNON wraps. And they will be going up on YouTube at some point along their debut highlights and the lore video and all that. There will be more wraps coming in the future. I like writing. Those in my moderation team will know, because I've been writing with them for years, how good my writing can be, and the imagination that comes with writing and putting things down onto text. Collecting. I collect a lot of things, especially railway related things, sometimes retro related things. It's a big hobby. Like, history is wild, and keeping artifacts of that history, it's just kind of a passion of mine, you know. I'm a collector of a number of things. Some people say I'm a hoarder. I just like, yeah, fuck off, mate. Video editing. I suppose it's a hobby, but at the same time, it's a pain in the ass as well, because, you know, sometimes video editing takes a whole fucking day to do a whole video, and I want to change that. Sometimes it takes 3 days to edit a video. You know, the rap videos sometimes take quite a few days to get out there. It's worth it in the end, though. And the more you do it, the better you get. The more resources you find, the skills slot of building up more and more and more. The more ambitious you want to get. For those of you who want to know, I currently use HitFilm as my main video editing software. Maybe in the future I will go to DaVinci Resolve like a number of people do, but I'm starting out with HitFilm, which I suppose makes sense because HitFilm is associated with FX Home, and FX Home is associated with Artlist. And the music you hear in the background comes from Artlist. We'll get to that in a moment. Tinkering. I love tinkering on things, taking things apart, seeing how they work, fixing things. Computers, model trains, other cool stuff. As long as, you know, you're doing it safely, it doesn't kill you. You know? Understanding how machines and machinery work, understanding how electronics work. More so machinery is a mechanical component, but it's a joy. It can be stress-inducing sometimes, but it is a joy. Miscellaneous. Oh god, I forgot to put this shit in here. Help me. Praise, affection, you know, being called a good boy, all that kind of stuff. I love being praised and all that kind of stuff. Yes, praise king, shut the fuck up. Affection king, shut the fuck up. Okay. I thought, yeah, I'll put this in on here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Meeting new people. Of course, meeting new people. You know, getting to know people, making friends, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Helping others. That's my job, technically. Helping others on a grand scale. Cats and dogs, you know. I like cats, I like dogs. I like big cats and big dogs, and house cats and house dogs. And my drop frames count has gone up again. That's a big drop. 702, what the fuck? It still says 0.1%, so we shall see what's happening there. But yeah, that's gonna be an internet thing. I'll look that up later. I'll look that up in the meantime. I think that's an internet thing. Drop frames. There's drop frames, skip frames, and there's another one. But I think dropped frames is when you have internet issues. I swear to God, on the test stream I did not have any drop frames. So this is... Then again, this is a bigger setup as well. So there's other things running in the background. Supposedly. Did I put that up? Knock that off. There it goes. Okay. Yes, animals. Animals are cool, okay? I think this is the... Yeah. Goals! We all have goals, and I also have goals. And one of those goals is hopefully to improve streaming quality. I really do not expect this much drop frames. But then again, I don't know. We didn't see any during the Streamlabs era, but that was a different thing in itself. Goals: improving content. Naturally, we never stop improving. What we see now may be one day a thing of the past. Improving streams, improving videos. The model that you see now, the current Generation 2 model, may get improvements in the future. Things like that. So, you know, constantly improving that content and getting better at one's craft. Although, I must admit, this is still a big blow up from the PNG days. But we always keep moving. We don't stay stagnant. Build a community. Big thing. Every streamer wants, and something I want to do too. If you have not seen already, I have a Discord server. This server is now active. Everyone is welcome to join. All you got to do is read the rules and adhere to the rules. There may be a lot of rules, but once you go through all of it, it's all pretty simple. But come and have a look at the server. We're all going to have fun in there, and yeah. It's all part of that community aspect, you know. Variety content. Big one. One of the things I want to do. Variety content. Games, tier lists, compilations, collabs. All of it. So play all sorts of games because I've got a big list on Steam with all sorts of games. I want to do tier lists. You know, Australian related tier lists mostly, like Aussie snacks, Aussie candy, Aussie cereals, a whole heap of other cool stuff for tier lists. I put down compilations when the unusual memes thing was a thing. I noticed we both have Insult Simulator. Here's the thing. I wanted to play Insult Simulator during the PNG days. I never got around to it. I am only concerned with playing Insult Simulator because it is a good game, it is a strategic game, but it also brings out the worst in my humor. The jokes that I can make through Insult Simulator, I think it is probably one of the... It is a simplistically good game, but it could also potentially be one of the edgiest games I've ever owned. So I'm treading carefully with that one. And those who have seen me stream it privately, you know, have seen how bad it can get. But it can be funny too. But yeah, compilations. I wanted to do compilations when the unusual memes thing was still a thing. Apparently that got taken down. So I'll have to source alternative content, like compilations being try not to laugh challenges, all that kind of stuff, where we just sit back and watch some fucking memes for like a few hours. That kind of stuff. Collabs! We may be doing collabs today. Hey, how about that? Hey. Yeah? Collabs is fun. Hanging out with people, playing games together, all that kind of stuff. I want to do collabs. Group Try Not to Laugh with your mods. Ooh. Collab compilations. I like it. But yes. So for those of you who probably haven't seen now, at this point in time, collabs are open. Now I'll put that out on the Twitter. The collabs are open. That I'm ready to officially do collabs with people. We did a few back in the PNG days with some close people, but yeah, I want to do more collabs with a lot of people. Just get in there and just have fun. Do dumb shit. Just, you know. I listen to funny shit on the radio and stuff like my dumb self is going to lose so quickly. My humor is so damn broken. Whoa. I think all three of us have the same level of humor. Meet people and make friends, of course. This goes back to the earlier thingy. You know, through streaming, I think already I've met so many people. I've already, you know, followed a few, and I reckon I've made a few friends through the early days of streaming. I hope to make more, you know, in this era of streaming. And this era is going to be such a huge era. I can't wait. Have fun collabs with VTubers and streamers. Of course, going back to variety content and what we talked about. You know, a lot of fun games, but they try not to laugh challenges and all that kind of stuff as well. Explore new concepts for stream. Big one. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do for streaming. A lot of big ideas. Big ideas that I want to do eventually. These concepts I might put out somewhere on the Discord server, but at the end of the day, yeah, it depends. We'll see how we go. There's a lot of concepts that came around during the early days and stuff that I really want to get into. I'm not going to mention any of them now. I may do on Discord at some point, but yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to try out. Improve social communication. Big one. Big one. There are probably a number of people who don't know, this doesn't apply to my close friends, this doesn't apply to my mods or anything like that, but trying to reach out to people who, you know, we haven't talked much, that I really want to be friends with, I really want to talk to, in a private messaging setting is very, very daunting. And it kind of leaves me like, most of the time, I'm not the one that reaches out first. And I do want to reach out to people more. I want to talk to people more. I want to hang out with more people. I want to do it outside of community nights and all that kind of stuff. Just, you know, improve that social communication. Be more forward, you know. Be the one that got the slides of this going, how you doing, you know? And that kind of thing. But yeah, well, I want to stop being antisocial. I want to be more social. I hope I can. I really hope I can achieve that one way or another. Anyone who, you know, is already mutuals with me on, you know, Twitter or Twitch or whatever, you know, you can talk to me on Discord, you know, or on Twitter, you know, DM me fucking whatever. DMs are open for a reason. Just, you know, don't send me, you know, malicious links, or don't sell graphic design art or any of that kind of shit, because I'm, you know, I'm not here for that kind of shit. If I want graphic design, I'll do it myself, or I will hunt myself. I don't want people, you know, barging into me, all these fucking bots and all that kind of shit. You know, well, it'll be a much better place with that. Now, see the last one. Attend conventions. I may not be a big streamer yet. In fact, I'm considered in the VTubing space as a baby VTuber. But I still want to attend conventions regardless, and attend like streamer meetups and all that. Here in Adelaide, we have a community Twitch meetups thing, and I've got the button on my about page, you know, for those in the Adelaide area, with streamers, VTubers, fucking whatever. You know, I want to be a part of that group, you know, and it's run by a few amazing, talented streamers. We've also got AvCon coming up in July. I'm hoping next week to buy my weekend pass. It has been over 10 years since I last attended AvCon. I want to go back as me, as my VTuber self, you know, physicalize myself into the normal space. I think there are potentially other streams of VTubers going to AvCon as well. But certainly, yes, attending conventions is a big one. Just, I miss having the fun of conventions. I really want to get back. I want to get back into that as my VTuber persona. So yes, attend conventions. Big goal. Oshi marks and hashtags. Yes, even I've got this now, and this is going to be plastered all over Twitter. So if you've seen my Twitter, my Oshi mark, because you know, who's your Oshi? Mostly seen in like HoloLive, Niji-Sanji, all that kind of stuff, but a few indies are doing it, and I'm doing it as well. My Oshi mark, floppy disk drive, and a CD. CD encased in a case, which could also look like a CD being read by a reader. You know? The gold discs. That retro computing kind of thing. It's meant to be something different from like, the lightning bolt or the computer screen or things that most of those VTubers would use. I want to do something that represents the 90s aesthetic. So the floppy disk is one of those things. And then hashtags. Standard hashtag SCARNONVT. Just for like SCARNON related stuff. I'll have to see how that works. Live. This will be the tag that I post. What the fuck is an Oshi mark? It's like it's like what some VTubers will use as like an associative mark. Some will put up as like a supporting mark. I've seen it mostly used in Niji-Sanji and other agency VTubers. Because remember, VTubing comes from Japanese culture. So of course, when you say who your Oshi is like your top VTuber or stream or whatever. So it's a bit of a hard word to explain, but it's like a symbol the kind of number of VTubers do use in some way. Scan on Air. Scan on Air is my live tag. So whenever I go live, there may be warnings or whatever. When I go live, that tag will come up. Scan on Air. Boom. I'm live. Come watch. Art. Hashtag ScarnArt. Which I wasn't sure what to put there, but I just thought, scan art, something scan on, things like that. In case art comes up, people can use the tag scan art or fan art, all that kind of stuff. Not safe for work tag because we are VTubers, and not all VTubers, but some of us are fucking degenerates. So the hashtag for the lewd shit if, and I mean if that ever comes about, be scan on R34, which is akin to Rule 34. With Protocol 34, there is pornament, no exceptions. So that's what that tag would be, if it is needed. Not that I'm really interested in commissioning, not so for art anytime soon. But if anyone wants to do it, fucking go nuts. Just as long as it's, not nasty shit. Hey, yo! Hello! My God, I hope my mom isn't listening right now. Sorry, Mom. Hi, Mom. I am a computer. I am talking about things that are not safe for work. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It reminds me of those things where you're at work and suddenly some like nasty thing comes up, and the speakers are so loud and everybody hears it. It's great. Embarrassment to the max. Fan name? Be nice to my mom. She is the queen. I'm not. Oh, yeah. The fan name? Because a lot of us do have fan names in the VTubing sphere. And I'm sure this is used somewhere around, but the fan name for the SCARNON team will be the Megabytes. So if you're a fan of SCARNON or a reviewer of SCARNON, you are a Megabyte. Because, megabytes of data and you are mega amazing! Mega awesome! You're a megabyte! I can just imagine that now being part of 90s culture. It's gonna be wild. That's cool. Socials! Yes, it's my socials! So, Twitch, you are here. Oi SCARNON, the main streaming platform. I will primarily be streaming on Twitch. I have had, at this point in time, there are no plans to stream on any other platforms. So if I stream, it'll be on Twitch. Just because it's familiar. It's familiar. They're always familiar with Twitch. My main socials platform is Twitter. Scarnon VT. Or you can look it up by putting exclamation mark bird. There it is. See on the feed, go follow my Twitter. Epsilog, thank you for following and welcome to Project Arcade. You have now been digitized as part of the computer viewing experience. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt. Sorry, you're fine. You're fine. If you miss anything, there is the VOD, and I may put stuff up on YouTube as well. And also, you have now been the first to test our new follower alert. Boy, man, look at that. That was wild, wasn't it? Seeing the S just like pop out. That was great watching that. Oh, that is actually working. That's for Stream Elements, by the way. That was the thing I was going to code with. I'm glad I didn't, because that was going to be such a pain in the ass. I found a workaround. It works so well though. Best, if you want to catch up on shit this Scarnon says, or advertising things like YouTube videos and all that, if you want to catch me on socials, it'll primarily be on Twitter. Because Twitter. Yeah, fuck Elon Musk. YouTube! Woo! I inadvertently helped. Yay! I swear, it's like the Peter Griffin thing. I helped. YouTube! Hit exclamation mark YouTube. Oh, is it? No. Exclamation mark YT. And there is my YouTube at SCARNON'S. So for those who do not catch me on stream, I edit a lot of videos off the streams and put it up on YouTube as edited videos, right? This will be the same for shorts. Added content that may not come up on stream will go up on YouTube as well. The lore video, the raps that those who would have seen at the beginning, they're all going up on YouTube. So that ties in with everything else. So you got to do short form content, you got to do like long form content. So we're not just going to be doing streams. There will be these videos as well. And yes, by editing videos, by doing shorts, does mean that there will be delays in between streams, because I don't have editors and all that. I do everything by myself. But it's something that you got to do as a content creator. So hopefully after debut, there may be a while before next stream. We'll just see how we go. We'll just see how we go, yeah? But that's the beauty about, this kind of project. TikTok at SCARNONVT. Did I put TikTok as a command? No, I didn't. Never mind. Don't worry about it. TikTok at... I spelt that wrong. Wow. Look at that. Not even I can pick up on my own shit. Welcome to Scuffing 101. Look, just follow the YouTube app. It's the same thing on TikTok. It's not Scaron, it's Scarnon. Scarnon VT for TikTok. Special boomer content. Look, I'm going to say this right now. You don't have to follow me on TikTok, because TikTok may be deprecated in the future. Because I ran some experiments, right? I may primarily post that kind of content as YouTube Shorts, because YouTube will be the primary video channel. TikTok is really there as an experiment. I'll keep it going for a while. I think it's going to get banned in the US. If it gets banned in the US, I'll probably just give up TikTok altogether, because I know it's going to be banned on government phones in Australia as well. I may just, do YouTube Shorts. I'll tell you why. TikTok is usually around the 60 to 65 mark. Practically every video. No, that's not down. YouTube Shorts is a lot more variable. Sometimes you may get no views, sometimes you get 2, 5, 10. Sometimes it's around 60, 70 mark. Sometimes it's over 100, sometimes it's over 200. And sometimes I get videos that are over 1,000 views. And added subscribers. I got more subscribers doing YouTube Shorts than I got followers on TikTok. So I may just get rid of TikTok altogether if, yeah. TikTok may be deprecated, it's just a thing. Chrome. I do have a link for this. So, I want to mention right now, there is no button for donations on this stream. And I will not be going to affiliate anytime soon. As much as I want to, purely because of the interaction via channel points and things like that, working it out has become a financial headfuck for very little gain. There is a plan to go to affiliate in the future, but that will require a substantial community, basically. I've worked it out in my head that of how many people I need as subscribers to go to affiliate and therefore full time. And at the moment, with the current way I do things, excuse me. Oh, pardon me. With the current way I do things, it's not really sustainable. If I get popular in the future, if I blow up, I may consider it. But the way you can support me, if you want to support the SCARNON'S channel, is two things. You can either go on Discord and boost the SCARNO'Ns arcade server, or the other way you can financially support me is to buy stuff on Throne. I will stress, you must consider your finances first before making any financial contribution. Please consider your finances first. Don't go broke because of me. Do not go broke because of me. On Throne, you will find a number of things. There's streaming related equipment. There's equipment upgrades, as well as things that may improve the stream, improve the quality of the stream. There's things for hobbies. There's also clothing there, which is going to be adding to the SCARNON cosplay, which I'm hoping to, not quite complete, but hoping to get at least one outfit ready before AvCon. So there's a lot of stuff there. There's stuff that you can buy outright. There's also contributory related gifts. So if you want to really just chuck a couple of bucks, there are gifts. There are things that you can put contributions toward. I think really the most imperative thing that's needed is a new chair, because my old chair is falling apart. That's probably the worst thing that's needed. Equipment wise, maybe the Stream Deck. Clothing wise, with the jumper and for the modifier stuff, just fucking whatever. But yeah, consider your finances before getting me a gift. But if you do want to support me, Throne or boost the server. Those are your main options. Speaking of Discord server, we mentioned that earlier, and I will put the link in again. I fucked it up, didn't I? It should be available for everyone to put up, but speaking of Discord, SCARNO'Ns Arcade, the Discord server is up and live. It will be the main hub for community. I'll put announcements there as well, in addition to Twitter. So if you really want to catch up with me, hang out with like-minded people and hang out with me and catch up with everything that I do. Yes, I have Twitter as my main social platform, but if you really want to catch up on the action, it will be on the Discord server. And that is right there, right now. Yes, there's a lot of rules to cover, but if you think about it and get past all the language, it's pretty simple. And yeah, Chirk's right, the mods don't bite. The mods don't bite. But they're lovely mods. I've known for years. I love them to bits. Credit/attribution. I have recently updated the About section. You'll see a big yellow panel that says, please click here for credits and attribution. This is for everything. This is for the music that I use. This is for the assets that I've used for streaming, for video assets, like for the BRB section. Everything is in there. So if you think I haven't credited you, go in there first. Take a look at the big website. It's a big website full of a lot of shit, but it was easier to do that than to put it in the About section and clog that up. So big page in there. Click in there. Go in there and you'll see all the credits for all the assets and all that. Speaking of, in the PowerPoint presentation, I've used an Artlist song. I paid it an Artlist subscription for this piece of music, which is Time to Move by Vesha. I found this through Stream Scheme. And we'll get to that in a moment. But yes, all credits and attribution go in there. It'll get updated if I need to change shit about all that kind of stuff. It gets constantly updated. Now, We are working on a goal-based system. So aside from the big overarching goals, we also have follower-related goals as well. Very, very important. We are currently sitting at, I think now it's about 62 followers, which is really good. Generation 2 kicked off when we hit 50. So we are actually doing very well. At 100 followers, this is the next milestone, the next stage. At 100 followers, there will be 2 more rap songs. The rap songs take the longest out of all 3 to work on, but we'll do 2 more raps at 100 followers. There will be model upgrades or texture upgrades. It will most likely be texture upgrades. The differences may not be noticeable, but one of the things I do with these goal-based systems is update the model textures or the model or things like that, just to keep moving. There will be stream interaction upgrades at 100 followers. This will potentially be the integration of BTTV, BetterTwitch.tv, right? So using BetterTwitch.tv, we can do things like custom emotes. A shit ton of custom emotes, right? Let's see, I can mute, but I can't delete. Can I delete? No, weird. So I'm just reading stuff. Okay. Stream interaction upgrades will be likely, BetterTwitch.tv. So BTTV emotes, right? Thanks, Vega! Isn't it great now to have mods to take care of this shit? PNG days, I couldn't do shit, right? But yes, so BTTV will have a lot of amazing emotes to use throughout the channel. Mine stacks up, but yes, that is upon hitting 100. That's the next milestone goal. It's 100 followers. There's always, this content will be one thing, promotion on YouTube one thing, spreading the word is another. We can make it happen. We can keep going. We can make this happen. Together, we can continue to march forward. Now, understand that at 100 followers, this is what you're going to get. And there will be more milestone goals as well. So for every milestone goal, 2 raps. Intending 2 raps. But other things as well along with it. So 100 followers is the current milestone goal. The next one is going to be 250, then 500, 750, 1,000, then 2,500. It does go up more and more, so it doesn't stay, consistent. But yeah, 100 followers is the next main milestone goal. Now we're going to come to a big section of the stream, a somewhat big section of the PowerPoint, because I wanted to shout out a number of VTubers and streamers. This got big, this got large, because there are so many VTubers and streamers who have inspired my journey one way or another. And if you're not on this list, don't worry. Maybe one day you will be, on this list. And there are people who have shouted out before. So I consider it like a big ass fucking shout out in some way or another. But I have to do this because I want to shout out a lot of the people and streamers who have helped me in one way or another, or who I think really need to get a look in. So we start off with 3 people. 3 people, right? 2 streamers, 1 VTuber. Raffarooney and the Nyampacalypse, the Nyampacalypse, otherwise known as Adam. They're both flesh tubers and streamers from the Adelaide area. And I've met them both at the last Twitch meetup as well. Adam is pretty cool. He plays a few games every now and then. Raph plays games like, I've seen him play games like Trackmania and Marbles on stream. He's mostly known for being a Rubik's Cube competitor. He has solved Rubik's Cubes live on stream in a span of sometimes less than 10 seconds. Or is it less than, sometimes 15, 16 seconds, but very, very quick. He is lightning at solving Rubik's Cubes. And he has a great personality as well. You know, he's fun to hang around. Mixed Fudge. Mixed Fudge is an Australian VTuber. I haven't caught up with Mixed Fudge lately. He plays a lot of different games. There's all sorts of cool things. Known for, stick him in the horny box, just horny. But, his personality is, very positive and very hot. In some ways hyped in a way, but Mixed Fudge is a very fun streamer to be around. A very fun feature to be around. So I like him quite a bit. And he uses the V-Roy model as well. I think it's a V-Roy model. His model was done by another friend of his called Didi Mew. I think she's done actually a few models for him actually. So she's kind of like his aunt. Yeah. These people. These are all flesh tubers. And if you don't know, these are the three who are part of the Stream Room podcast. I'm going to go right to left. These are all Australian VTubers. No. Take two. These are all Australian streamers. Starting with Nicktacular. Nicktacular, aka the Spicy Adelaide Boy. Mostly seen for playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. He is an Adelaide-based streamer, mostly for Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that kind of content. Is involved heavily in the community meetups. I have met Nick. He's a really cool dude. And yeah, his streaming setup's pretty cool. Everyone's a VTuber if you squint on him. Nick's an amazing show. I like his setup. He's pretty cool. Reaps, oh my god. Award-winning content creator. Reaps. He has actually won awards for his work as a streamer. If you have seen Reaps' setup, he has created one of the greatest streaming setups, I've ever seen in the world of streaming. The talk show and the incredible talk show environment, everything that has been set up. He's very on point with his professionalism and content. He is high up there as a fun streamer, and he plays all sorts of games. His overlays, his effects, all that. He is a big one to get into. And maybe one day I'll aspire to have this level of content like him. LJM, the big one, the man, the myth, the legend, LJM. If you have heard of LJM, you've probably heard of Stream Scheme, which is his channel that's used to help streamers, improve their content, improve their work, be the best that they can be. He's been involved in video editing and video production work for many, many years. He used to stream on Twitch. He now streams over at YouTube, primarily as a Pokemon streamer. But LJ is a huge inspiration. Funnily enough, I knew of LJ through an ad. First getting into Twitch, LJ used to do ads for Optus. Flex Mobile, that kind of stuff. That's how I knew LJ. But LJ is so much more than that. He is piss fucking funny. The banter that we've had between viewer and streamer is incredible. The fun they had, the fights we've had, his content is really fucking cool, And Stream Scheme has been a great inspiration for, where to go with your content. And the ever-changing landscape as well. Because streaming and VTubing, the landscape changes all the time. It changes all the fucking time. It really does. But I can't recommend these streams, but LJ is kind of the big one out of all of them. He is one of the favorites. And I really do miss him. I was lucky enough to catch him on 8. He streams when he can now. He doesn't really stream on a schedule now. So he's kind of doing what I do, is that stream when possible. And it really does take a load off, And I give him so much props for that. He is doing so well on YouTube, and I want to learn from him in terms of making that content. He is a content king. He's a content king, right? Now these people are all up together because they're kind of in similar groups. Raku M Prime. Rakuen Prime is a computer virus VTuber. They are also incredibly lewd. I've seen them stream a few times. They're really, really cool, right? Emerald is incredible at what they do. They stream on occasion, but they're really involved in their 3D work and in the 3D modeling and all that kind of stuff and the rendering work. And I'm just so happy when they post, on Twitter and all that. Emmy I love Emmy to bits, Emmy is one of those ones that really lights up the room when I see them post or stream. And then there's Kyonko. I was talking to Kyonko the other day. Kyonko is an Irish VTuber. She is, I catch her on stream sometimes, but when she streams in my time, it's the early morning. But her lore is, a gamer that ended up, in a female body, which is actually an AI body. So Kyonko is also technically an AI VTuber, mostly known for her PlayStation Vita aesthetic. She is the queen of Vita Island. The PlayStation Vita, PlayStation vibes. So anything PS Vita, go see Kyonko. She also collects a lot of games. So many games. Wow, her game collection is off the fucking charts, in my view. The things I've seen on Twitter. But I love these VTubers to bits. Kyonko and Raku, they kind of go together hand in hand in some way, but Emmy as well. Emmy is just... I love Emmy. I didn't fix that one earlier, oh well. More inspired VTubers and streamers. We have Ariel, aka Ari, the Hollow Sorceress. I first knew Ariel on Twitter, and her model aesthetic is incredible. You can't see it from her profile picture, but she has RGB hair. And she's also piss fucking funny. Being on her stream sometimes and seeing all the chaos that goes into it. Ari is fucking wild. And I highly recommend it. Junie Kodama. Junie! The Dryad Queen! Junie is an incredible inspiration because she is one of the few VTubers I know that not only uses VRoid, but has taken the VRoid model to a level not really ever seen. Her model is fucking fantastic. The level of work she has gone both in VRoid and in Unity to create such a unique, incredible model is mind-blowing. And she's incredibly inspiring as well. She made a Twitter thread about improving your VRoid models. And in addition, Junie is a very comfy kind of streamer from my experience with her, and plays a number of sometimes horror games. I think a few cozy games. I think mostly horror games or a few other games like that. But Junie usually has this nice, relaxing, cozy vibe to her from what I gathered. But yeah, Junie's really fucking cool. The virtual reality show, and in addition to that, Fia, because Fia is the host of the virtual reality show. The virtual reality show is primarily a YouTube show talking about the updates with VR in VR chat, mostly VR and VR gear. And Fia is primarily the host of the virtual reality show, and it mostly talks about VR chat. But Fia does stream on occasion, I believe, as the virtual reality show. I have been to the TVRS studio for an event. Holy fuck, it is amazing. And I've met Fia and her boyfriend Thrillseeker and all that. And Fia also uses a VRoid model from the beta days of VRoid. I get wild and excited when I see VRoid models being used in this way, and Fia is just doing a bang-up job. An incredible job, More inspiring VTubers and streamers. I have lumped these two together because they're technically in the corporate category. Kala Yonaguni from Niji Sanji. Another sorceress in a way. Very, very fucking funny. Has had a few interesting gags in the past. And I must admit, if she ever makes that face to me, I probably will die in my own. But Scarlett Yonaguni is probably one of the only two people I watch out of Niji-Sanji. The other being Kotoka Torihime from X-Soleil. I think Scarlett's from I-Luna, I think. You know, I've seen her, you know, dunk shit on people like Kyo and Asta Arcadia and all other kind of stuff, but I don't know, there's something about Scarlett that sort of brings me to her more than some of the other Niji-Sanji VTubers. Now, the other side of corporate coin, Kei-san! Kei-san from V-Shoujo. I do like a lot of the V-Shoujo girls, don't get me wrong. You know, you got Iron Mouse, you've got Bloody Zentreya, Fruit, Veibe, Project Melody, Haruka Karibu, Hime Hajime, but Nazuna, Mamamiya Nazuna. But Kei-san is probably the favourite. You know, I'm not going to go too much into detail of past history, but Kei-san is incredible at what she does. That dual, you know, Japanese, English, and as well as stream both to YouTube and to Twitch. You know, the thing she does is amazing. She's going to great heights as well. You know, all the new model changes and all that. And she's been friends with so many people. You know, she's friends with Amano Pikami, who graduated the other day. You know, well, who graduated yesterday, actually, last night. Unfortunately, Pikami is no longer a working streamer, sadly. Kei-san was and still is base. Enough said. Too fucking right. Kei-san is a super based VTuber, and yeah. So if you want to know where my corporate inspos come from, it's Kei-san and Scala. These two I've lumped together because they debuted around the same time. These two debuted around the same time, and they don't get enough credit. They really don't. Diamond. Oh my god, I love Diamond. Diamond is an Empress Penguin VTuber, right? She mostly plays games like Overwatch 2 and Genshin Impact. Her model is fucking incredible. I swear to God, she doesn't get nearly the attention that she deserves way more. You know, I want to see her blow up. She's just fucking fascinating. Also has hobbies with cameras and all that, but Dia's stream, her setup, she delves in graphic design like I do. Dia's just, oh my fucking god, she is incredible. And her model is just sublime. Very, very lovely to talk to. Very lovely to talk to and hang out with. And it's all debuting around the same time with Lazy Claw. Lazy Claw is an Australian drop bear wrestler VTuber. I saw his model once and I flipped the fuck out. Lazy Claw is the most Australian VTuber, model design alone. I love his fucking model. And it's just seeing it's just like, where's all the attention? There needs to be more on him. Because, you know, he mostly plays wrestling games and a few other games, I think. I think he played Dark Souls and a few other games, but Lazy Claw he's just, I want to see him blow up. I want to see him get more attention because you look at his model, it's just like, oh my god! He is the Australian VTuber. He is the Australian VTuber. And you know what? Out of all the people I want to shout out, I will actually shout him out proper. So, give me a bit. If this works. So there you go. You can now press the follow button and give him a follow because I swear to fucking God, Lazy Claw needs more followers, needs more attention. And so does Daya, you know. Look her up on the internet. Well, actually, I can do it this way. Can I do it this way? Yeah, there we go. So now you can go over to Diamond's channel and give her a follow as well, you know? Because these people, oh my god, I want to see them, you know, low! I also meant to say this sooner, but the passion in your voice is inspiring. Thank you. It's always important to talk, you know? Just keep the conversation going, you know? More inspiring VTubers and streamers. So this is more in the lewd category, but putting aside the lewd category, oh sorry, I went back one. putting aside the Lou category, we have Felicity Hayami, Stream Mum. You know, she's been through quite a bit, but she's lovely to see and talk to. She runs the Hayami Estate on Twitch, and she supports a lot of people in her work and supporting a lot of VTubers. You know, rallying the troops and getting behind a lot of people. I can't thank her enough for the support that she's done, not only for me, but for a lot of other VTubers as well. So her content's pretty cool too. Deadly Desiree, the lewd, deadly siren herself. Deadly Desiree is a wonderful VTuber to go into. You know, she's incredible. You know, but not, even aside from the lewd side of things, you know, the alluring side of things. You know, she's fun to hang out with. You know, if you're playing games with her, she's really fun to hang out with, and the cat form's really funny too. So, I do love seeing Desi, you know, kicking goals and just growing and glowing as a VTuber. Yeah, it's amazing seeing Desi on stream. So you saw the thingy before, now you get to see it. More inspiring VTubers and streams. I'm going to go right to left again. We're starting with Grandpa VT, aka Samuel Higgins, aka Granddad. Oh my god. These two VTubers are unique in themselves, but Granddad especially, because he is the Grandpa VTuber. He is the Granddad, but he also can be a maid Granddad, he can be a slime Granddad. He is an eldritch abomination. He is also really, really funny, and also needs to go piss on occasion. I can't believe I brought that up, but it's true. You know, he brought that up himself. Granddad is amazing to, you know, see on Twitch or on YouTube or whatever, and some of the stuff that it can occur on his streams is wild. Big supporter of other VTubers as well. You know, if you're a follower, if you're mutual, you are now his grandbaby. He is my grandfather, and if you follow him too, he can be your granddad too. Yeah? He is the granddad. He is the best granddad of all the granddads. Yeah? And who, in speaking of, you know, great VTubers, because these two are also friends, Cal Coty Proctor. I mentioned Proctor earlier, you know? When I initially saw Proctor's aesthetics, the office environment, the facility, it was very similar to what I was going to be aiming for in Generation 2. I mean, there are differences, like, he knows that I am, you know, big on the sci-fi stuff and the retro wave stuff, but the vibes can be very, very similar, and I really like that coming out of Proctor. Proctor is in a league of his own. He's in a league of his own. He does wrestling content. He's recently been into Pokemon Fusions, particularly, but I want to do stuff with Proctor. Proctor is an amazing inspiration itself. I've sold a car to Proctor. I've hung out with Proctor. I think one of my favourite VTubers is the Proctor, because there's something special about him. There's just something special about him. And he's kept me on track when it comes to a number of things as well. He's been a nice guiding inner voice, you know, on a number of things. If you're going to do something, always ask WWPD, what would Proctor do? Very, very important. I look up to him a lot. He's a Scottish VTuber who resides in the United States, which I believe is also where the facilities come from. But I'd say that's a cover front, because we of the UG believe he's an interdimensional being, but this is something, you know, we're kind of observing each other in a way. He also has his supercomputer pal Livy, the living itinerary of visual information. Fuck, I actually got that right. But yes, worth a follow. Give Proctor a follow. Proctor good. I can't, you know, praise him enough. These two I recently just added. I think these are the last ones I added to the PowerPoint. Arme Doll. Arme Doll is part of the local Adelaide branch of VTubers, which is actually a big fucking branch. She is the Necropolitan Cat Girl. Very, very funny. Very, very funny when it comes to her content. Her profile, you know, states that she's normally 120% lewd, and I suppose it does make sense considering the content she does put out on certain platforms. But Arme is, you know, fuck, it's great watching her in the evenings, you know. Yeah, people like me cover the morning shift. Ame does, you know, the usual what LA streamers do, or Australian streamers as well, in the evening shift. But Ame is, I discovered it through a collab, actually. And then I realized, wait, you're in the same division. Holy fuck. You're an Australian streamer. That's amazing, you know? So, definitely check out Ame. Penumbral. If you have not heard of Penumbral, and you obviously haven't heard of things like the VTuber experience, so like the indie VTuber experience, his beef with Numi, VTubing last week is 60 seconds, and the time that he made tier list streams about VTubers and the affiliation with Feet. Penumbral is funny. He's apparently Australian Scottish, and our humours are really wild as well. I've actually exposed him once on Twitter for his love for his thing about feet. It was so fucking funny. Penumbral is also in a league of his own just because of the level of humour. And people like me, you know, I just want to you know, banter with him a lot. Penumbral he is actually a VTuber. He's a little moon boy VTuber. He says he can apparently grow his size to become a moon and, you know, dwarf the size of, you know, people like Punkalopi. Though Lopi says he's short. But yeah, Penumbral's in the midst of a move. I can't wait to see when he returns to streaming. Usually was seen playing Fire Emblem and a few other games as well, last I saw him. More VTubers. She gets a panel of her own. Valkyria. The gay vampire delinquent herself. I came across Valkyria on Star Server one day. She is actually a moderator for a number of VTubers, including Nuxtaku. But I love Valkyria just because of Vel. Vel's a crackhead. And she's so funny to hang out with and do stuff. Yeah, queen. Vel is a queen. Vel is 100% base queen. She's also primarily seen playing games like Valorant and Apex Legends. Mostly Valorant and Apex Legends. She also does moderation for Truck-chan and a few others, but yes, gay vampire queen VTuber. I've known her for ages. She once had a V-Roid model like me, and I am very blessed to have a photo of both of us as V-Roid models in VR chat. That was fucking fun. But Vel, give Vel a follow. Give Vel a lookie, please. I can't recommend Vel enough. And more inspiring VTubers and streamers. Sunhee also gets a panel, and despite how she looks now, she recently got a new model, and she looks amazing. Her old model looks amazing. Her new model looks amazing as well. I found VTuber Sunhee on YouTube. It was a Halloween special. She was actually cosplaying as Haruhi Suzumiya, and that's how I went. Follow. Done. She is the president of the anime club. She is also the White Rabbit Conqueror. So there's a few Haruhi vibes in Sunhee, but she also encompasses a lot of Gurren Lagann as well. Sunhee is amazing. She plays a lot of different games. I last saw her playing Donkey Kong, actually. Is it Donkey Kong Country? There. But Sunhee is a very wild VTuber. And she was actually the second VTuber I ever followed. The second VTuber I ever followed. So, a lot of aesthetics going in with Sunhee. A lot of aesthetics. Park Sunhee is actually full name, but we just call it Sunhee. Lunalette gets a panel of her own. Lunalette is a friend that I've known way back. From for those of you who probably know, the Tumblr days. Which is still going, but the Tumblr days. Lunalette, aka Lulu, is a void dweller VTuber who's actually working on a new model. And she does art streams, she does all sorts of different streams. You know, we've known each other for a while. She's very fun to hang out with. I'd say cozy as well. We don't talk about the Tumblr days. It's just like, first of all, a Fight Club. Never talk about Fight Club. But yes, Lulu is cool. I'm glad to have friends like Lulu, you know, that go way back. Waifu Baby! I would almost say this is a bit of a post-mortem, because did you know Waifu Baby is actually graduating? When I made this PowerPoint, she wasn't, right? But the good news is, unlike Pikami Amano, Waifu Baby is going to be reincarnating, so the talent will be coming back. This is public knowledge. The talent will be coming back in a new form, but the character of Waifu Baby is graduating. This is business-related stuff. Waifu Baby is a V singer. Mostly, the Gyaru space pop aesthetics. Has a living spaceship called Giga that turns into a robot. Probably the second VTuber I ever subscribed to, and wife was fucking fun to hang out with. Sometimes the humor is really off the wall. Wait, does graduating mean fucking death in the VTuber world? In some ways, it's retirement. It basically means that's it, done. Quitting. Graduating basically means that's the end of your streaming project. But in some ways, people graduate for other reasons. Some will graduate like Pikami Amano because it's like, that's it. Done. Won't be coming back. Others, like Waifu, is going to be coming back as a different person. Some people graduate because they're going from as an indie VTuber into a corporate VTuber. And some people, what the fuck? I thought you meant going on your own and separating from a company. That's the same thing. It's graduating doesn't necessarily mean quitting streaming for good. It could also mean quitting as that character. So graduating could also mean that you finishing streaming as your independent VTuber self and going on to a corporate. Not necessarily the big ones. It could also be things like Vom's Project Kawaii, or another smaller project. So you're graduating as. But when that happens, you don't even tell people, because people believe you're actually quitting streaming for good. No, you're going to a corporate and you're not telling anyone. And that's normal. And then no one brings it your past self because it's forbidden knowledge. And I have a lot of forbidden knowledge, unfortunately. I've also seen things happen where people graduate from the corporate side of VTubing, so they retire from the agency. They go into indie VTubing, but because of that, they have to go in as a new character. For those of you who don't know in VTubing, if you go into a corporate from an indie VTuber, you have to give up your indie VTuber self, and you must play a brand new character that the agency wants you to play. You can help make it yourself and all that, but technically that character is property of the company. Same thing is if you graduate from a VTuber agency or company and you want to go independent, you have to give up the corporate character. That character is finished, right? You can then go on as an independent, but that's a new VTuber persona, a new character. And you don't ever tell people, I used to be XYZ. No one does that, because that is forbidden knowledge. And as I can see in the chat, people are aware that they know of streamers and VTubers who have past personas, past VTuber selves. And some of this is actually common knowledge now. One is anyway, some isn't. I know 3, at least. Maybe 4, but in the case of Waifu Baby, Waifu has made it public knowledge that she will be coming back as another VTuber. She's not leaving everyone in the lurch. As she says, the marriage contract is staying, so that's good. But I'm really blessed to know Waifu Baby. Waifu is she's done a lot of songs. Some are supposed to be forbidden knowledge, but it's the worst kept secret. Yeah, I can name one, right? But I don't want to. Not that everybody. But he knows. Actually, what? Here's the thing, right? Give me a moment. Keeping this screen up. Hey, did you know KiyoCat was a VTuber once? Gee, I wonder what happened to her now. Huh? Anyway. See what I mean by worst kept secrets? Those who know will figure that out easily, right? But yeah, Waifu was supposed to actually graduate last week, but she got COVID. But yeah, it's going to be a sad day when she does go. But she's coming back. Who it'll be, we don't know. Who her character's going to be, we don't know. It's going to be a new era. A new Waifu era. It won't be called Waifu. Moving forward. These three VTubers I have all collabed with in the PNG days. And they're all amazing. They're all amazing, right? Drake Hastings, the superb alligator VTuber, probably one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. I'm not lying. Drake is a really nice, person to hang out with. Really nice, kind, and considerate, and his streams are really fun as well. He tries to. I think he mostly has a comfy vibe around him. It sort of fits in really. Grateful and thankful and all that kind of stuff. Drake is really cool, and I can't wait to see his VTubing setup moving forward as well. I'm dizzy and salty. Salty. Oh my fucking god. One of the crackhead queens. I loved hanging out with Salty in the golfing collab, and I really want to hang out with her again. She's reaching out to new heights as well. She also uses a V-Roid model that has been constantly updated. And I think she cosplays as Power from Chainsaw Man as well in that V-Roid model too. Yeah, so I'm amazed seeing Salty grow. She does her own thing, with her streams and all that. She is amazing. She is amazing. Plays a lot of different games. I think I see her play Valorant sometimes and a few other games. Dark Souls, I think? I can't remember. Necro Bonello, the skeletal vampire assassin. He is coming back. He is going to be making his return to Twitch soon. He's getting a new model and hopefully a new setup as well. Necro was actually one of the first VTubers I met. As a result of the VTuber who's coming. He is fun to hang out with. He, especially when things go wrong, he's very fun to hang out with. A lot of lore as well surrounding Necro, but he loves playing a lot of different games and mentioning BGM OSTs. Recently, before his hiatus, he was playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, and playing a lot of different games as well. So Necro he's one of those ones that really needs more attention. He really needs more attention, more people looking into him, because he really is fun. He's got a nice setup too. Me snickering in the background now. You're about to mention. You have foresight. Very good. So now we come to, I believe, if I set this up right, and I believe I did, the very last inspiring VTuber, but also the one that has inspired this whole project the most from the very start. I've mentioned her a few times. She is the VTuber that's actually started it all. The first VTuber I ever got into. The one who's probably going to be coming back next week. Potentially. If things go well, because she is planning a big return. I am talking none other than Sa VTuber. Sa V Loot. Sa V Fat Ass. That snake bitch. The Empress. The Sarpress. Snake Queen. Oh. What can I say about Sa? Hugely intellectual and intelligent. One of the sweetest VTubers you could ever come across. She works her fucking ass off in everything she does. Got me into writing raps. Got me into VTubing. Her content is hugely on point. She is a LootTuber, but she also does raps. She also has, loves Crash Bandicoot. Loves talking about, all sorts of amazing topics. I've hung out with Sa a lot. She is, fucking incredible. Honestly, she is the Oshi. She is my Oshi. Even after all this time, over a year, maybe more, she is the Oshi of all time. The Oshi, right? And she is hopefully going to make her big return next week. Her lore is huge. Her lore is fucking huge. She's expanding on her lore. It's like probably a whole novel and a half just to get into Sa's lore, right? It's just so fucking amazing. And I have actually provided some references to Sa. If you have been watching closely the rap videos, you probably noticed some references in there, in both of them. I make nods to her because, you got it. She's the inspiration that started it all, and I love her to bits. So if there's anything to take away from it, check out Sa's content. If not there may be videos on Twitch, all the clips on Twitch. Check out her stuff on YouTube. And she has a YouTube channel. Thank fuck. She needs to post more content on YouTube. But she has gone above and beyond. I've seen her grow so fucking much since I first followed her in November. She's growing. And I don't mean her ass as well. And when I say that, I am not joking. Look at her model in VR chat. If I say her ass is fat, I'm not lying. And she loves it when she gets, compliments about her bum. I'm not joking. She says do it. So, yeah. Double entendres all around. Yeah, exactly. So give Star a follow. Give Star a big fucking follow. And that's it. So, last things I want to mention are there's no schedule. I do not have a schedule for SCARNON. I'm going to have a schedule if they go full-time or affiliate, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. So, there will be streams when possible. This will have to occur in between video editing content, which is basically the stuff that happens from the streams, because I need to grow YouTube as well. That's very, very important. And it has proven I've doubled my subscriber count from the start by working on YouTube, so that's imperative that it happens. There will be... I was going to say, the original plan was to do like 2 gaming streams, memes, tier lists, and the call out, but what will happen is if I'm playing a single game, like say Tony Hawk, it may be two streams of that game or more if it needs to be finished. Other games may take longer. Sometimes there may be collab streams. I think it really depends, where we go to from there. I just noticed this whole... we're at the 3-hour mark. Drop frames hasn't dropped yet further, which is good. Bro, this whole time we haven't really used a lot of CPU, so I'm suspecting this is a whole net problem, but yeah. But yes! This will go up on YouTube as well, highlights of the presentation, and a few other things. But yeah! I don't think I ever talked about finishing up. But what we're going to get into, we're getting into some games, in maybe 2 games, probably only 2 games. Minecraft and Deep Rock Galactic. I think are going to be the main 2 games I think we'll probably play. Just because that's just how it is. I wanted to take a look at a few analytics first. People jumping up and down all over the place. Hoping my thingy doesn't come down. This way. Yeah, 0 copyright strikes. Yeah, exactly. Alright. Right. Might do Deep Rock first. Hey? Might play Deep Rock Galactic first. Do some serious... It's like both the games, both of them are involving mining. One's like, haha, here you play Minecraft. Then you go into some serious mining like Deep Rock Galactic and fighting bugs and all the dumb shit. How about that? So, I gotta go to BRB first. Which, because I need to test another video and then just do BRB for a few minutes. And then we're gonna get into it. How's that sound, eh? But yes, I shall see you all soon. Yeah?
Oi, you! Yes, you! With the face!
Hi, my name's SCARNON. Question. Do you like me? Shit, let me rephrase that. Do you like my content? Do you want to hang out with other people who like my content? Do you want to hang out with me? Do you like memes? Do you like gaming? Win big. Do you just want to take a seat with a nice cup of tea while the whole world burns all around you? Do you like food? Do you like animals? Or maybe you just want a vibe? Look, any excuse will do. Come see what all the fuss is about over at SCARNON'S Arcade, the Discord server. Scroll down to the purple button below. It's clickable. Just read up on the rules, agree to the rules, and then have fun. I want to get out that fresh paint smell as much as possible, and the only way I can do that is if it's bussin'.
What are you waiting for? Click the link below and join the arcade today!
And we are back. Did you know? I haven't shown you this before, but did you know? Before we get into it, did you know I have night versions of these scenes too? Not the BRB. That's just a normal. That's just for both. But if I do this, right? If we were gaming at night, right? Watch this. This is the night service background. So if I'm doing a night stream, which would be probably as early as 5:30 in the evening, but could be starting as late as 7:30, which will probably go up to 11 at night. Night service have a gaming background like this, which again uses wallpaper from Windows 95. So it's modified wallpaper just to have that dark nighttime kind of scene a little bit. And if we go to just chatting, watch this. You're not prepared for this shit. Look at this! Look at this. There's meant to be music in here as well. I turn that off. This is the night just chatting section. See how everything is lit up. Look, I'm going to stand out of the way for a moment. Have a look. Hang on. Sorry, I can't hear you. My Geiger counter is going off. Oh, look at the luminescence on the tape reels and on the letters, and all the monitors just all lit up, and you can see all the faint shadows in the background. And oh my goodness, I love this. I love this. It's amazing having it. So it's like you can come to the day, see the day service, and the night service is like this. This is just. I'm glad I took the extra trouble to set this all up in Unity. And to this day, I still love seeing all the tape reels working together like that. It's I don't know. There's something special about this setup that just beats the others, you know? It's like having that animation, right? So you come in, it's just like, yay, it's a night stream. Yeah, we're going to go in a minute. Woo! You know? Those tape reels are radioactive, radioactive, into the new age, to the new age. Yes, they're not glowing green, they're glowing yellow. We use some sort of special paint. Looks like you put a lot of dedication to this. Oh my god. The exact way I was aiming for, thank you. I'm breathing in the chemicals. That's a geologist, it can be yellow, you whore! Shame that time zones are not aligned for me to see it all. This isn't uranium, this is probably some other kind of radioactive material. Radioactive luminescence comes in a variety of colors! It does too, actually. Not that I really know too much. All I know is that they tried to sell uranium glassware at one stage. Just like, why? Anyway, joke's on you. I have severe insomnia. Aww. It's like, one, that's a shame, but also B, yay, streams! Who needs sleep when you can stream or watch stream? Anyway, so, hope you enjoyed it a little bit. There goes the streaming showcase out the way. I won't show you the starting soon screens. You can catch them when we actually start, proper streams from here on out. But yes, it's a nice little showcase coming into day and night. And yeah, so much is going on in the background. I'm sure some people say it's a bit much. And I'm just like, no, fuck you. This is great. The monitors, most of the monitors actually flicker, which is, kind of how it's viewed from a VHS setup. You've got the tape reels, you've got all the lights on. If you notice faintly on the monitors, the green lights are on the status monitors as well. So I even worked on that too. But yeah, anyway. Gaming! So before we get into it, I am now about to go into my Discord server. I am going to go into my special collab VC, which if you are part of, the collab team kind of thing, if you're going to be interested, you're going to be doing collabs with me, join the server. you know, and I'll know who you are. If we've either collab before, if we want to collab, I'll ask you, and they'll give you the collaborative network role, and then I'll use that to plan out collabs. So we're going to go say hi to a member of the operations branch from the Server Operator First Division, as she now refers to it. One of the operations branch members of Control. We refer to her as Choik. And we go as follows. So, that works.
Hello, hello.
Jerk, say hi to everybody. You're on air again.
Hello, everyone. I refer to it as the first branch because I was the first mod of the server.
Yes, and she is too. So